everyone. Welcome to Benched. My name is Joey. Happy November. Angel, how you doing, man?
Good. It's election week. It's trade deadline week. It's a lot of things happening this week. But all that to say, I'm very tired of these election commercials, so let's get that over with first.
Yes.
Please, all day.
Monday, November 4th is when this episode will come out. November 5th is election day, yes, but trade deadline day.
Yeah,
more important. This is a trade deadline special show. Excited to get into it because I feel like it's actually going to happen. We get teased a lot with like, oh, these guys might move. But I feel like this time it's going to happen because it's already kind of started.
Yeah.
Some big names have already moved, so I feel like it's just going to continue.
Yeah, Amari Cooper, DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Over the producer's desk, double barrel action. Registered Packer owner. Sorry. Gabe Tovar and 605 on a good day. AJ Woodson.
What up?
How's your weekend, boys?
Good for me, man. Put the Christmas tree up.
You already did it?
Already did it.
Son of a bitch. You beat me.
I played Christmas music on the way over here.
Yep.
It's time.
So
It's
we got colder. It was
chill
windy
right now.
It was
I liked it.
pretty funny / cute today. I was having dinner, and it was my job to feed the girls today. So we're all eating yogurts. And
Nice.
it just hit my 3-year-old daughter out of nowhere. Just, Daddy, it's Christmas time.
Hell yeah.
It's my girl.
Yep.
November 4th is here. December just a little bit away. Mariah fully defrosted.
Oh, she
Yeah.
warmed up and everything.
Bublé.
Her and Bublé. Yep.
Yeah, I like it. If you're watching on YouTube, welcome to the channel.
Hi.
Subscribe, turn on those notifications. Thanks for joining us as we are past the halfway point of the NFL season now, down the home stretch. It feels like after trade deadline, we are playoff position hunting.
Oh, yeah. Now we actually look at the playoff seeding and actually kind of predict and kind of figure out what's going to happen.
We have a little nature going on
Please
right now,
tell
guys.
me what
I was
I was so distracted.
Currently, my 4-foot
Oh
ball
my God.
python is face to face with his rat that he just won't eat. I don't know if he's not hungry or whatever. But if we just start screaming during the show, or you hear something squealing,
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
He's backing
just,
up.
Backing
just
up.
nature.
Yeah, so in the bench studio, there's a cage with a big old freaking snake and a rat. So
We'll keep you updated. If you're listening,
I was so
on
distracted.
Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, thanks for joining the audio version of the podcast.
Audio.
Like, subscribe, notifications, leave a review. That, of course, is brought to you by the Fans First Sports Network. Follow us on Instagram, X, TikTok. Search at Benched Show to follow the show between the show. That's at Benched Show. You see it here on the screen. And then, of course, check out benchedshow.com. Where'd you point to?
the screen.
I actually put it right here. Piece of shit.
I used to do that way back.
You're useless during this part of the show.
Just-
Absolutely useless.
I'm just putting out vibes. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Keep telling yourself that. And of course, home of the Bench Beat, articles on fandom, fantasy, and all things NFL. All right, boys. So we got trade deadline, but we got election day. And I feel like as Americans, Angel proudly waves that flag.
Absolutely, baby.
Yep, I like it.
Absolutely.
Gabe, where you at? I will tell you, though, it's slightly crinkled. My daughter may have gotten to it.
Yeah,
but I have a little game for us today.
Oh.
We're an NFL show, but yet we are proud Americans, so I'm going to morph.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to merge the two.
How many councilmen sits on the throne?
I
don't know.
It's
What's that a
Go
pull
ahead.
from?
it's a quote, right? I forget where it's from.
What's it a pull from?
It's from The Office.
It's from the office.
It's from the office.
Very nice. All right, so I have NFL players and coaches, maybe an owner or two. We're going to guess who they're going to vote for. Each guy.
I saw this. This was great.
We're going to vote. Okay, so pull up that first face, AJ. First up, we have the reigning MVP himself, Lamar Jackson. Wanted to give kind of a softball here. To me, he can go either way, but I want you guys to speculate wildly and irresponsibly.
Now, listen. Okay,
Listen.
How do I say this?
He's from Baltimore.
If
I've been to Baltimore. Very urban.
how does that make me wanna?
What about it seems urban? Man?
I'm gonna say I feel like he's a Kamala guy. There are certain black guys, and I'm gonna say it, who have like you can tell like okay he could vote for Trump. There has to be a
Yeah.
certain Antonio Brown about him. You know what I'm saying? A certain AB about him.
I'm gonna push back on that. He seems like a money guy. The way he did his contract with his mother, he doesn't want the agent involved. I think he's more of a capitalist here. I can see him being a Trump guy.
Okay, what you guys got?
I'm gonna go Kamala. He seems pretty corporate. Like he's in a lot of commercials, and those guys tend to be.
I think he's a little bit of a follower. I think he's just gonna kind of go where the rest of his team is going.
Or what his mom says.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Next, we have Harrison Butker.
We already know.
I already know.
You know this one already.
You already know, bitch. I think he publicly, like at a Trump rally, I think he. Yeah, Harrison Butker most likely will be filling out a ballot for Trump.
Yeah.
If the computer lets him.
Yeah.
It might not let him. It might force him. Let's go to the next one here. This is interesting. Brock Purdy, quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers. Let me give you a little context here.
Where's he from?
Yeah, where's he from? Well,
No, I'm saying, well, he played at Iowa, right?
it's a farm boy.
But listen. So if you remember last week, Nick Bosa famously jumped in his interview with that Trump hat, that MAGA hat.
Yeah.
I don't know if Purdy loved it too much. I didn't see a lot of emotion when he entered the fray. Who is Brock Purdy voting for?
I'm trying to think if farmers are for Trump.
Purdy's Mr. Irrelevant, so he's always trying to prove something. So I think it wasn't so much he got mad he jumped in. It was more just like, hey, this is my interview. This is professionalism.
I'll go Trump. Donald J. Trump.
Okay, I'm going to go with, I think Mr. Irrelevant is probably going to vote for Mrs. Irrelevant, Kamala. I think he's a Kamala guy. Who you guys got?
I definitely voting for Kamala.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a Trumper.
You think so?
He's a
San
Trumper.
Francisco, he's going to want to make people happy.
That's what I'm thinking. The San Francisco Bay
Well, it's not like they
Area.
announce who they vote for.
Well, they're going to speculate.
But he has
They will
ads.
speculate,
Yeah.
especially that city. Let's go next here. We have Angels' favorite announcer, Al Michaels.
You know he's racist as hell. And you know.
What? He's a Kamala guy to me.
He is a total
100%.
Trump. Oh, my
Really?
God. Old school guy like that? Oh, yeah.
Really? I feel like he's an old school Dem.
He probably is the kind of guy who says, who does the military back? And the military backs Trump. And then that's why he's voting for Trump.
Really? Okay. Who you guys got?
There's been a little bit of change with the old school.
Oh, yeah.
The old school isn't really liking Trump right now. Old school's
He's
liking
breaking all the
Kamala.
rules of a politician.
Yeah.
This guy eats steak and milk at halftime. He has to. It's a Trump guy if I've ever seen one.
Gabe, who's Al Michaels
Nah,
voting
he just
for?
so steak and milk. He's a Trumper.
Okay,
Trump.
this next guy, I think he's voting for Trump, but you guys tell me what you think.
Oh man,
Trump.
come on now.
Yeah, he's voting for
I
Trump.
can't breathe.
Right?
Trump.
What'd you say?
Shout out to the Miami-Dade Police Department.
Oh, yeah!
This guy, you kidding me? He
wonder if they-
already voted.
I wonder if they have a
That's true.
Twitter account. Miami-Dade Police.
Let's go next here. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Now he's up in Buffalo. I'm not sure what they do up there.
New
Dating a
Yorkers.
Hollywood star.
Oh, yeah. Kamala. He's dating a Hollywood.
I think he's just gonna be a pushover here.
yeah.
He might be a Trumper, but
dating-
he's definitely gonna vote for
Haley Steinfeld, who's in
Are
Hollywood.
you mad at him?
No.
Not at all.
No.
Do your thing, dude.
I'll
Do your
vote for
thing.
anybody.
Vote for whoever she vote for her.
I'm going to write in the ballot. Haley
Just
Steinfeld.
hand her your
Is
ballot.
Obama still around?
Next one here, Super Bowl winning quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
Well, wasn't there Trump stuff?
Let's
Like,
stop with this.
You know-
He's a Trumper.
now his
yeah,
wife
his
is.
wife,
His
yeah.
wife is. So
He has not said either way.
Because he's smart.
Because he's a smart
He's a smart
businessman.
guy.
Any chance he goes against, was it Brittany?
No, he's gone with his with the boo-boo. He's going to go Trump.
She runs that house.
Yeah, she runs the house for sure.
I hope we all get this one right.
Which is wild if you think about it.
Tampa Bay Bucks
You
quarterback
already know.
Baker Mayfield. He's at a Trump rally.
He's a total Trump.
Like, he's the most Trump quarterback. I mean, it's Trump, right, guys?
Oh yeah, big time.
This is yeah,
Trump.
all the way.
Let's go to the next one here. Cowboys legend Michael Sam.
Oh, I was like, who is that?
He's like,
Don't act like you didn't know that was Gabe. Who's that?
I don't think it should affect his voting, but he was the first openly gay drafted player in the NFL.
Yeah.
Not that that matters. Doesn't matter.
We're all equal.
But he's definitely voting for Kamala.
Kamala.
Gabe?
Man, come on. He's gay, Kamala. He's gay. Kamala.
yeah, Kamala. Next question,
Easy,
big dog.
kid. Easy. Chill. Okay. Angels boy, Sean Payton.
Oh, God.
Okay, I think he's going Kamala as well.
He's in Ralph Nader guy.
freaking way. He's burning a cross as we
Say
speak.
Ralph Nader.
Ralph
guy.
Nader.
Yeah, he was going for RFK.
Or, yes, yeah, he definitely was going for Kennedy.
he was like, I'm over RFK guy.
Actually, no. He's a write-in for Kennedy then.
He's writing in himself.
Okay, yeah,
Sean
there it is.
Payton.
There it is.
He's voting for Sean Payton.
He's putting Sean Payton because he's a dick.
Couple more here. Let's go to the next one here. Broncos quarterback Zach Wilson.
Oh, Zach?
Trumper. Look at that.
You think so?
He's Mormon, right?
Oh yeah, Trump guy.
He's a Mormon. Really?
Yeah, I forgot.
Came from BYU.
Yeah.
Here we go. Next one here. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones.
He's gonna vote for himself. There's another vote.
Another write-in.
Another write-in.
He's not
because no one can
he's a
run this
Trump
country
guy, right?
better.
He's not voting for Kamala. He's a Trump guy. I
Yeah,
feel like him and
absolutely.
Trump, him and Trump are in the same circles too.
Titans quarterback Will Levis.
Trump.
Yeah.
I feel like he would be the one that would mess up the ballot and accidentally vote for someone else. He'd be like, oh crap! It's submitted.
I put Kanye.
Can't you see him and Baker Mayfield just raging at a Trump rally?
Yeah.
Oh, they would own that thing. Another guy who'd be caught at that rally, Raiders quarterback Gardner Minshew.
Oh, this is a twofer.
Yeah, I threw them both in there because I thought Raiders quarterback, they're both kind of.
Let's look at the difference in those mustaches.
AOC and
Yeah. Well, listen, AOC's, is he from California?
he looks like it. That's a from LA.
Who are those
mustache.
mustaches?
Isn't Gardner
voting
Minshew
for?
like he's known as like to be like a cowboy,
He's
like an Everglades type guy,
like a Florida
Yeah.
cut
Yeah.
off jeans wearing?
He's a Trump.
Florida
Trump guy, right?
panhandling kind of guy.
He's right there with Baker and Will Levis
Oh,
at the
yeah.
rally.
Yeah, he's
driving a
he's
truck
definitely
with them in
there.
the back.
Where is Aiden? He's driving the truck. He's driving the tractor. What's Aiden O'Connell voting for? Or who's he voting for?
Is he old enough to vote?
I can't get a read on him.
I feel like he's like the creative player in Madden.
Let's be honest. He's sleeping in, having a bowl of cereal. He's not voting.
You know what? Yeah, he's not voting.
He doesn't care to vote. He's
All right, last one here. The Kelsey brothers themselves, Travis and
stop.
Jason Kelsey. We know what Travis is doing because he signed on for that about, I don't know, a year ago.
he sold his soul a while
I can't
back.
even think of a guy who's less likely to vote for Trump than Travis
More
Kelce.
interesting, though. Who's Jason Kelsey voting for?
I feel like he's an independent thinker. I feel like he would vote for Trump.
I feel like he just turned around and called a fan a F word.
Are we talking about that?
An interesting
today?
F word. It wasn't on the docket. You guys see that?
Yeah, that was
He
pretty
was being
nice.
harassed by a fan, so he grabbed his phone, threw it through the earth.
as hard as he possibly could.
So okay,
Wait, I didn't see all that. Tell me
the
what.
story was a fan called his brother
A F word.
a F word, a different F word, and that was the response that he got. He took
A
the fans from.
derogatory term for gay people.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
a fan was harassing him. He called. He said Travis is an F word. He turned around, grabbed the dude's phone, and literally, like Joey said, threw it through.
Like he
threw it to the core of the earth.
Yeah,
what-
and then
And then
after
he said,
that, yeah.
who's the F word now?
Who's the F word now?
Oh,
several times.
I freaking love this guy.
I'm not gonna lie, he definitely scored some points. with
Oh,
me.
big time.
Not for saying that word though, right? Let's
Hold on, easy.
This is gonna get canceled.
clarify that.
This is Joey's idea. By the way.
He's voting for Trump, right?
he's a Trump.
So
follower.
you think they're actually going to vote for different people?
He's an independent thinker.
I tell you what, his wife's voting for Trump. 100%.
His wife's a free thinker too. Yeah,
I don't know nothing about
Trump.
his wife.
You didn't watch the documentary? Everybody fell in love with his wife.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
Kylie?
like
Which documentary?
She's America's sweetheart.
she's America's sweetheart.
Gabe doesn't watch anything except Packer games and old Packer games.
We share an iTunes or Apple account,
Yeah.
and I got so many old Packer games and DVDs.
Listen. There's
nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with
Like
that, man.
1973
You gotta love your
Packer.
team.
All right, it's Monday, and on Monday, we do the benchies.
When are we gonna change that?
What?
It's not gonna be changed.
This music is
It is forever.
I love this music.
It's forever
Really?
engraved. It's forever.
All right,
here.
let me get it started here. The face of the franchise benchy goes to Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott, who is seen in this video saying, "We fucking suck." Reminds you, Dak signed a 4-year, $240 million contract in the offseason, and this is the leader of the biggest train wreck of a franchise in the league right now.
Now you know why that they're not good.
Yeah.
This is why.
We got Angel.
The Will Levis benchy for dumbest player in the league goes to Micah Parsons. Play the video.
Week 9 versus the Falcons. Game of the year for them. Game of the week for us.
After saying game of the year for the Falcons, game of the week for the Dallas Cowboys, they went on to lose the Falcons 27-21. Just shut up, bro. Just you're not a good team. Shut up. Like it's ridiculous.
What's their record now?
They're 3-5.
They play the Eagles next week, AJ.
Yes,
Cowboys
they do.
week.
Yes, they do.
Be a nice little
Hopefully,
tune-up.
AJ Brown's healthy enough for that one.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
AJ, what you got?
All right, my benchy goes to the how long's it been? Oh, sorry, my how long's it been benchy goes to Daniel Jones.
Oh,
And I'm going to tell you how long it's been.
Yep.
672 days since his last touchdown at MetLife. He finally threw another one today. In that time period, Chiefs have won 2 Super Bowls. My wife and I went through a pregnancy, had a kid, went through her first year, and got pregnant again. Bench was created. Bench wasn't even a show last time he threw a touchdown.
Wow.
Aaron Rodgers finished his last season with the Packers, went on a darkness retreat, picked the Jets, filmed Hard Knocks, tore his Achilles, recovered, and played 7 games. Then Daniel Jones threw another touchdown. And this guy, they picked him over Saquon, and we all saw what Saquon did today.
Yikes.
This guy right here.
What's crazy is that he got like it's his 7th season, and
He played his 72nd game today for the Giants.
Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson came in by 2 seasons worth of starts.
The last time he threw a touchdown at MetLife, Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson were in college.
Crazy.
I'm going to give the screw you, Benchy.
There you go.
To Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That's my boy.
Walking into Lambeau Field today with a Green Bay Sucks shirt on.
That's my dog.
Did he really?
Did you not see this? It was all over him. Walked into Lambeau Field with a Green Bay Sucks shirt.
He understands it.
I have to say, though, great for the rivalry, but, I mean, the guy backed up his talk.
Yes, he
backed
did.
it up. 7 catches, 56 yards, a touchdown, including a beautiful toe-tapping touchdown. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah.
Very nicely done. Amon-Ra, screw you, but bravo, my man.
He's that kind of dude. He's not a tryhard. Like, he's the real
No, he's
deal.
not. He's the real deal.
He's the real
about it.
deal for sure.
Absolutely.
Those are the benchies. Take a quick break. When we get back, we're going to get into the news, but a different version here. It is trade deadline week. This is the news, trade deadline edition. Be right back.
Quarterback Will Levis took out the poor guy's ACL.
Let's stop
on the
right there.
sideline.
Let's stop right there. Moment of silence
Moment
for
He's
ball boy who left the field writhing in pain. Moment passed. Go
He
ahead.
threw a touchdown pass, and he proceeded to do Spider-Man webs into the crowd. Look, he cooking it up all week. What an idiot. His run of meme, he's the most memeable quarterback I've ever seen in my life.
He just
run.
never lets us down.
He's good for the game.
Yeah.
We need an idiot like him.
All right, a lot of stories to get into. We're just going to we're gonna let Twitter here guide the show a little bit because trade deadline is all about the rumor mill, and so Twitter obviously the home for that. Let's start with Ari Meirov, Bears cornerback Tyreek Stevenson pulled himself out of practice this week after he found out he was being demoted and taken out of the starting lineup. Per Jay Glazer, quote, that didn't go over well in the locker room. Some context here. We remember last week Tyreek Stevenson was seen taunting the crowd before the game-winning Hail Mary. And now the Bears, in turn, tough love here, demote him from the starting
Not only
lineup.
the game-winning Hail Mary, the game-winning Hail Mary that he himself tipped into the hands of Noah Brown.
Well, let's give some credit also to Zach Ertz. He did a mighty incredible job there.
Yeah.
Fly Eagles fly.
It was fine.
But yeah, he was obviously not a good look. He apologized right away. Probably thought like,
Oh, we're good now.
we're good now.
I apologize.
No discipline if I apologize.
There's consequences, bud.
But he gets demoted, and then he takes himself out of practice today, healthy scratch.
Wow.
And so Tyreek Stevenson, he at least made the all-rookie team last year.
Yeah, he's a good corner on a good football team that got kind of worked today against the Cardinals.
I would keep an eye on him for trade deadline stuff.
Man, he's on his rookie deal, so they're paying him nothing. But sometimes a problem like this in the locker room, you just want to get rid of.
Yeah.
Maybe a team with like a stronger locker room, like Chiefs, the Bills, the Ravens. Maybe they can handle someone who's like this. But the Bears are trying to build a culture. This is like anti-culture. This is like what you don't want one of your star players to be like.
But way too soon to even consider trading right now, though.
No, but like it's.
You never know, man. If
I don't know.
He did what he did last week. He did what he did this week. I don't know. Like maybe it's like, we're not going to deal with this. We're like, this is not the locker room we're trying to have. We have a great defense, and it's not about Tyreek Stevenson. We can get a buttload for a second-year cornerback on a rookie deal. Maybe they trade him away.
Either way, it's pretty stupid of him. He needs to take a look in the mirror and realize his situation. Great defense, team that just has #1 overall pick from last year. Good team. He need to just straighten up. Him and Jameson Williams must be friends. Two idiots.
Bears looking mighty ordinary now that they're not playing
yeah.
The Panthers.
And the Cardinals weren't even they're a good team. They're not like a great team, and they
Yeah.
look pretty ordinary. Yeah.
Jordan Schultz, several AFC teams have paused trade talks to see where they stand after Sunday's games. With so many 2-win teams in the AFC, some aren't ready to give up on their seasons or trade players at a discount. Sunday's results will likely tip the scale one way or another before Tuesday's deadline. Obviously, that is a tweet from before today's slate of games. This next tweet is from after the slate of games from Ari Merov. He says the Giants, Browns, Saints, Raiders, Dolphins, Patriots, Panthers, Jaguars, and Titans all still with only 2 wins through going into Week 10. Ari Merov declaring these are your sellers. But these are the teams with 2 wins. These are the teams that, if there are teams that start to sell off their players, these are the teams that would do it. Obviously, we're probably going to revisit this tweet at a later point in this news cycle. But you look at this list of teams and players come to mind. Who comes to mind, Angel?
Well, I look at Miami. There's so much talent in Miami. There's
Any
so
chance?
much. Like, they have...
Say it.
Any chance we get a Tyreek Hill trade?
I was thinking Jalen Ramsey or
For sure, Jalen Ramsey.
Jeff Holland. They want to keep him because he's kind of young. There's so much talent on
Holland,
there. Oh, sorry, Javon
You
Holland.
can't change a black guy's name from Javon to Jeff.
Mostert is an older running back. They have Jalen Wright, who they just drafted, might be a movable, running back.
Who looked good, pretty good today.
There's OBJ is apparently playing for them. He actually had, I think, 2 or 3 catches today. So he's
I already know what's going to happen. OBJ is going to get traded to some team, to the Eagles, and you're going to have some Instagram post. Name a better trio, and it's going to be A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith, and OBJ. Yeah. He's not good anymore. It's not consequential. He's not going to affect anything in any race. But, yeah, he could be traded. I like the other names you say, though. Jalen Ramsey and Tyreek Hill. Those are 2 names that could shake up the NFL.
I mean, these teams that they've listed here, Giants, Browns, Saints, Raiders, Dolphins, whatever, Dolphins are not in the same class. This is such a...
Well, I mean,
it's a weird year.
They all got to 2 wins in very different ways. Yeah. Obviously, the Dolphins lost Tua, but they're 0-2 now with Tua coming back, which is not great for their playoff chances. What team on this list is definitely not selling? If you were to guess,
When they should, it's the Saints. They're so stupidly stubborn.
Yeah, you're right.
If I'm the Saints, I'm trading Alvin Kamara. I'm trading Marshawn Lattimore. I'm benching Derek Carr.
Let me. They just signed Alvin Kamara to an extension.
So
Yeah,
Kamara,
then they signed a 2-year extension.
so Kamara's staying.
You're right.
Because they need him.
Signed him to an extension.
He's a big part of
29 years
and
old.
they refuse to play Kendry Miller. I don't know why they drafted him.
They hate him.
They hate him.
Do
They
you
hate
know
that guy.
what's the homeboy's name? The head coach.
Dennis Allen.
Allen.
Lowest winning percentage since 1960
Nice.
in the NFL.
Wow.
He's legitimately one of the worst
Last
coaches.
year was his first year.
Yeah, he's legitimately one of the worst coaches.
He's
in the NFL.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it's a good one. The Saints probably won't. The Saints probably will.
Then obviously
not.
the Raiders stick out just because Max Crosby. Little weird comments, and he kind of took those back a little bit. But the Raiders are a dumb organization, or they've proven that they can't handle superstar players. They just trade Devontae Adams. In case you're yelling at me through the freaking TV, they just trade Devontae Adams. You guys traded Randy Moss. It can happen again.
Yeah.
And Max Crosby, what you can get 3 first-round picks for Crosby and
you
a
could
player.
just rebuild
In
the
a
whole
heartbeat.
organization.
You can you can get anything you want for Crosby. He's a phenomenal
But
player.
I mean,
in his
think
prime.
about what he does if he lands on a contender. You're talking, oh my God. That's what I'm saying. It's well worth.
I wonder if that's the problem with some of these teams, though. Like you trade Max Crosby for 3 firsts, but they're the Chiefs first.
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
take
like,
him.
well, you're not going to get a quarterback at 29.
So you're gonna
I see. You're talking about the other team.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
gotcha.
no, I'm talking about the Raiders.
yeah.
Like you trade Max Crosby and you get 3. Was that a drop or is that like a?
That was me.
Wow.
That's how good he's getting at that.
You got to make that a job.
yeah.
Yeah.
I should.
But you get 3 first-round pickbacks from the Chiefs. That's great, but they're 29 through 32 every
Yeah.
year.
It would need to be a player back.
That's
a
not
very
worth it,
young
right?
player. Maybe like
If I'm trading, sorry, go ahead.
I got to trade
Yeah, go ahead.
Anthony Richardson for Max Crosby, and like picks or whatever. Raiders wanted to have a quarterback of the future that they can mess up. There you go.
Yeah, I was gonna say I couldn't think of a worse team to develop Anthony Richardson.
And the Colts have a good D line, but don't have an edge rusher yet. Still, Max Crosby, and they're kind of I don't know. That's
I mean, we just watched the Colts. I don't know if they
they have a lot of
I
problems.
feel like he would be in the same spot he's in right now with Vegas.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are the Colts better than the Raiders? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
They're more talented roster for sure.
Yeah. And you know what? I take it back. That's shit. That's shit trade.
Then on this list too, do the Patriots even have anybody to sell?
What's his name?
Drake May.
They don't have any.
Stevenson.
Hot item right now.
They have no lineman to trade. No
They
wide
just
to trade.
extended Ramondre, huh?
Yeah, I think
He got about 1.2 yards per carry today.
Gassing.
Yeah, I don't know if Patriots have much to sell off. I don't know if they have a lot of veterans
Peppers.
they've brought
Jabril
in.
Peppers. Oh, he's on the NFL list. Never mind.
Yeah.
Patriots are just
Let's move ahead to the
Whatever you
Panthers here. No worries. The Panthers will not be selling to anyone. Despite teams calling about Panthers, they have no plans on trading J.C. Horn or Chuba Hubbard. Why you're holding on to Chuba Hubbard, I don't know, but they're going to hold on to Chuba Hubbard no matter what, even though they just drafted Jonathan Brooks. No problem. Here's the quote. They're not having a fire sale. If you're the Panthers, is there any – let's try to play devil's advocate here. Is there any reason why you wouldn't have a fire sale?
maybe you just believe like we're just a quarterback away. With this team, we could be good. Like this team, if we just redo it next year, if we sign Chuba Hubbard next year, J.C. Horn is nice. I'm on their side. Like keep your good guys, even though they don't keep good players over there.
Yeah, it has to get old just to see your players just really good for other teams.
Yeah, like
that has to wear on you eventually.
yeah, it's Chuba Hubbard. I feel like you can draft a Chuba Hubbard. I mean, look at Tyrone Tracy's a pretty average back. He 5th rounder.
He's like 9 weeks in with solid production, and I still don't believe it.
Yeah,
Like,
well, exactly.
This is there's no better time they'd have to trade Chuba Hubbard. He has played his
He's
best
never gonna be
ball
worth
this-
more.
He's never going to be He's never going to play better ball than this. This is their perfect time to trade him. They'd have a running back coming back next week.
Yeah.
You
I don't
should probably
understand
get
that.
a look at.
And then you found out last year what it's like when you sign running backs long term and it doesn't work out. Miles Sanders, just dead money just sitting there. You can't even use it.
Yep.
Panthers are just stupid. They're always stupid. But J.C. Horn, you should keep and sign him. But who knows?
Yeah,
I'm with you on that.
They're the Panthers. They're pretty stupid.
The Lions continue making calls about pass rushers. This has been all over the news. And have spoken to the Browns about Pro Bowl defensive end Zadarius Smith, who already played in the AFC North for both Packers and the Vikings. Zadarius Smith, Angel did bring this name up, and I'm the only one who believes you about him. He has 5 sacks on the season. Pretty good. That was sarcastic. I did not.
Yeah, but to say.
Whoa! Hit the breaking news, Gabe.
Oh,
I thought we got rid of it.
we got rid
Yeah.
of breaking news.
Oh.
It's
All right. Breaking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention?
The Raiders have fired offensive coordinator Luke Getsy.
That was the problem.
Now we're cooking. Now we're.
The Raiders.
The Raiders. This is
Why
what
would you fire Luke Getsy right now?
He's
Why
the problem.
not?
Let's get rid of Devontae Adams.
Do they think they have to fire people before the trade deadline?
It's like, oh, shit.
We'll leave a couple days. Oh, we didn't fax
Wait. Is this Tom Brady's first move
Yeah.
as owner?
Brady saw a game like, this is dog shit.
He walks in the building like, first of all, he has to go.
What's your name? Get the fuck out of my office.
What do you do? Okay, we need a new offensive coordinator.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what your name is. You're out. Get out.
I didn't think Antonio Pierce. So his job's safe then if he's allowed to stay with the offensive
Antonio
coordinator.
Pierce. Oh my god.
Hey, Antonio, yeah? Get the guy behind you. Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
I'm on it.
So you think it wasn't head coach decision? You think this is a Brady slash who's the brain trust now?
This is
Brady and
up above. What's the
I
owner's name?
forget the freaking owner's
Mark
name.
Davis.
Mark Davis. Brady brain trust.
I don't
fire.
know. They're pretty dysfunctional over there.
I hope Brady can save him.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Be cool.
Be cool. I mean, well, not
How cool would Brady be as an owner? Just on the sideline.
the sexiest owner I've ever seen in my
You
life.
look over and the goat is watching you
With
play.
a nice
You're gonna
pea
play
coat
your
and a
ass off.
scarf, just looking up. Well, they're in Vegas, so I guess not wearing a pea coat.
He's probably still gonna wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's probably still gonna. Hey, turn the AC up. I'm wearing my pea coat today.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, you look over and the goat is watching you play.
That's pretty dope.
You're playing your ass off that day.
Raiders are just doing. Ay.
Yeah, but hey, let's be honest. They're a better team today because they don't have Luke Getsy in the building.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Well, they're not
Surprised
worse.
Luke Getsy wasn't the guy who to mold Aiden O'Connell into the future.
What a.
There's so much wrong there.
There's so much to unfold, but I
You
didn't
can
want
just
to.
keep picking at him. Yeah, moment of silence for Luke Getsy. He's moving again. Moved from Chicago to Las Vegas. Now time to sell the house.
Hey, nice 2-year span though. It's nice cities.
Seen some
He wasn't in a bad area.
He's seen some things in Vegas. So.
It's true. You could be going from like Minnesota to
Indianapolis,
Green
Green
Bay.
Bay.
Yeah, and it'd be like, this is shit. But Chicago to.
I just took you there, you dick.
Hey, don't talk about us. Never mind.
I love how AJ knew where I was going with that. Like, we're definitely
Say it.
okay. Moving on here. Teams have called about Saints 4-time Pro Bowl cornerback Marshawn Lattimore.
Whoa.
It remains unclear if New Orleans will be willing to trade him or anyone. The Saints, someone on that list, AJ brought him up, should sell people.
Wow, the Saints really are loaded with these kind of
Marshawn
guys.
Lattimore is a guy who I think teams
awesome.
would be clamoring for.
I heard.
I think any contending team, right? What'd you hear?
I heard that the Chiefs were interested because remember last year when the Chiefs had Snead
gosh.
and they were able to get McDuffie. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the slot, which were natural position, and then you have a perimeter corner out there that was Snead last year. with Marshall Lattimore. Good God, good luck. And he's still good. And I think he was hurt this year a little bit, but God,
good.
a lot of teams, all teams would go for Lattimore, and he has that dog in him too.
Yeah.
All right. Kind of a big one here from Jordan Schultz.
It's a big one.
I didn't expect this even conversation to reach the airwaves. Sources, teams have inquired with the Colts about the possibility of trading quarterback Anthony Richardson, who was benched this week through a trade, though a trade is considered unlikely. Joe Flacco, how did he look in the first game of the Flacco era? Pretty bad.
Exactly how we thought he was going to look.
Several teams I spoke with still view Richardson as a franchise-caliber quarterback and view Indy pulling the plug on him after 10 regular season starts as premature. Anthony Richardson.
Who do you? Where would you want him to go?
It's just fun to put in places.
Yeah.
Okay, for him, where because we had this conversation with Fields, right?
Yeah.
Like where's the best place for Fields to go? Where's the best place for Anthony Richardson to go? Basically, who's gonna know what to do with him?
I got you.
Who?
New York. Brian Dable. Josh Allen.
Yeah.
I got a better one. The Rams. McVay.
Well,
McVay would know what to do with them.
Miami.
He could also sit behind a veteran too. He can learn from a guy that actually has a ring. I like him with the Rams.
Flacco has a ring. Chill. Respect Flacco. my man's got a ring.
I didn't disrespect Flacco. I'm just saying I like him with the Rams.
I feel like we're overrating that. Learn behind someone with the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like some guys, yeah, but a lot of dudes got them rings that you don't want to learn from. Like Flacco. I feel like Flacco's
Like the very situation he's in right now.
Can't you be like, hey, Mr. Joe Flacco?
Shut up, kid.
Hey, shut up, kid. I'm the starter now.
Yeah.
I have a Super Bowl.
You were supposed to teach me.
Anthony Richardson's like, shut up.
He told me to report to you.
Yeah.
I like those two. I think I like the Giants more though, because I've seen what Brian Daboll's did with Josh Allen, right?
With his exact comparison.
That's the comp.
Yeah. Giants are good because they have weapons. They have that defense.
And
is
Malik
pretty
Neighbors
solid.
seems like a guy who could be with a quarterback who you don't really know where he's going to throw it.
Yeah.
He can go get it.
You need some athletic wideouts.
Yeah. I feel like Michael Pittman is the worst kind of.
That's why Josh Allen's. Oh no, he didn't work good. Who worked good with Anthony Richardson in Indianapolis? Oh,
I don't know.
Pierce.
He's played 10 games.
Actually, we don't know. We don't know.
That's true. Pierce
Pierce.
has been pretty good with him.
This is.
Oh God, the Raiders?
No. Alec Pierce.
What if he went to the Raiders?
Heck no, it's done.
That was the trade.
Everybody's career is over.
It's done. It's done.
Yeah. He'd be replaced by AOC by week 15.
Week 3.
Would you like to see him get just out of Indy?
Yeah.
Would you be happy about that?
I don't think they like him. Like I think they've kind of backed out and they're like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to be patient. I don't want to be waiting for this guy who could not pop off ever. Yeah, get him out of there.
I feel like their roster's also like a year away from kind of falling apart. Like if they want to wait around a year from him, the roster isn't built for that anymore.
Yeah, that's true. They built a win now roster.
Which is why they're with a sit and wait quarterback. So this is
great planning. Chris Ballard's killing it.
Here we go.
Quick treat about the firing of Luke Getsy. At 2-7, Raiders coach Antonio Pierce felt he needed to make some kind of change, and more are expected. Former Washington's offensive coordinator Scott Turner, a logical candidate to take over as play caller. So apparently it's Pierce's call.
So Pierce is gonna stay next year then if he's making these calls.
What a trash organization. Speaking of which, Jerry Jones on the trade deadline. Here's the quote. We'll probably do a couple things this week.
Of course. Why not? Why not?
Any hopes that Jerry Jones is going to pull off a meaningful trade?
No,
you can't afford it.
Yeah, true. Great for the Eagles.
That was not the drop I was looking for, by the way.
It's like I'm trying to make that work.
But
I guess.
it somehow worked.
Can you get like?
It's like a no-win situation. Cause it's like, okay, why did you wait for the trade deadline to make this team?
It's a lot harder to get play a team now.
The same reason why we waited to sign Dak. The same reason why we didn't get a running back. It's like, all right, this is Jerry Jones logic, I guess.
Like it's so much harder to make your team better now.
You know what's crazy?
Than it is in April.
Yeah, it's much harder now.
Yeah,
it's much more expensive.
Why are you doing this?
You know what's crazy? That there isn't another guy who can run the Cowboys any better.
Can't do the contracts like he can.
It's
literally like you know what? Did you see that interview after?
I'm being sarcastic about that. That's what Jerry Jones said.
Direct quote from Jerry.
He gave a gem today. He compared this team to when Michael Irvin was crying in 19 whatever 80 something, and they won the championship.
No, it wasn't even a story. He said when he got injured and he was crying, and then he went out to win 3.
And then he
It's
won
like,
3 of them
Okay, so it wasn't a
suckers.
story. It was more just like
just-
a legacy.
He
you said.
he lives in 1993.
Had he seen the clip yet of his starting quarterback saying, "We fucking suck"?
That's what a.
I'm glad I'm not a Cowboys.
I'm
fan.
glad I'm not a Cowboys
Yeah.
fan because like that would drive me insane if he's gonna trade draft picks for who? Darius Slayton. It's like, what are you doing? Like, stop. He has full control until the day he dies too.
And
so.
now you saw what's his name? Zeke was a healthy scratch today. Disciplinary.
Zeke
yeah,
might be
some
gone.
drama there.
Yeah,
I was
Zeke's gonna
reading.
be-
Zeke missed 3 team meetings this week, and after the Friday, they said he's been notoriously tardy, missing team meetings. He missed 3 this week, and after the Friday one, they just said you're not coming on the
Okay,
plane.
well, Zeke's gone.
He's gone.
Jeez.
So Zeke will be who needs a running back?
Zeke will go to the-
You know what? I'm not sure if he's
No,
good.
nobody
Stop
needs
putting
Zeke.
him-
Yeah,
Yeah, never mind.
Remember you were telling me preseason?
Listen,
I think Zeke has a lot left in the tank.
listen. If they were, I was
No,
wrong. I was
no.
wrong. I was wrong.
You think they go get a running back?
Yeah, but I feel bad for the guy who gets traded there.
I think it's gonna be Khalil Herbert or Miles Sanders.
That's not going to move the needle at all for them.
I think more likely Khalil Herbert because Miles Sanders has that contract.
God, what is? These are just a triangle of stupid.
Or they'll do nothing and just keep rotating Rico Dowdle and then that little fella,
And now Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook. Let's
Ghost,
do it.
ghost of Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook.
Yeah, sheesh.
Awesome. Aziz El-Jaliri and Baron Browning.
Baron
That's
Browning.
your boy, right?
Yeah, Broncos.
Could end up on the move before the deadline. 2 pass rushers. Obviously, pass rush is the thing to get at the deadline.
I feel like these are the plan Bs for the Lions.
Yeah.
You know, for the Falcons who can't get a pass rusher like that's top tier. These kind of guys, those rotational guys.
Let's my voice is cracked.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay, let's be honest. Max Crosby's probably not moving.
Yeah, it's probably.
Let's
not.
talk about likelihoods here. He's
Yeah.
probably not moving. Trey Hendrickson's probably not moving because the Bengals are so freaking stubborn.
Yeah, I think he's leading the league in sacks.
Myles Garrett,
That was the name I was thinking was going to move.
he's probably not moving.
No, but his running mate is.
Zadarius Smith. That's what I'm
Zadarius
saying.
Smith,
But I'm
yeah.
trying to say all these top names
man.
that we would love to go places, they're probably not going to move.
Yeah.
These are more likely the type of guys who are going to be moving. Zadarius Smith, Aziz El-Shaliri, Baron Browning.
Yeah.
Still needle pushers in my mind if they go to the
Yeah.
right team.
I think
for
if
sure.
say the Lions were to get both of them, like I mean that's a big deal because I think since they've lost Hutchinson, they've been the most blitz heavy team in the league because they've had to switch up their thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
I think they want to go back to what they used to be, or I don't know that.
I'm sure because the best quarterbacks are just destroy the blitz.
Yeah, so it's you're probably right. Crosby might not be moved. It probably won't be moved, but these guys are very attainable.
Yeah.
I'd probably go Browning though.
We think last year the biggest guy moved was Montez Sweat, and that was pretty.
Well, Sweat and I forgot Sweat. That was last. It was like a long time ago. Yeah.
Last one here. Steelers would like to acquire a receiver ahead of the deadline. A report did come out that they were in talks for Christian Kirk right before Christian Kirk broke his collarbone.
Yeah.
So Jaguars missed out on probably a decent pick there.
Nice.
Why wait? Why play him if he's already in conversation to be traded?
Yeah.
Another organization that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, not great. But yeah, they've been trying to get a receiver since like last.
Since they traded
just
Deontay
keep-
Johnson.
My guy is not a good
Hines Ward.
negotiator.
Since you moved Deontay Johnson, you've been trying to find a Deontay Johnson.
They were in the Ayuk thing.
Yep.
Every receiver that's come on the board, like, hey, the Steelers are really interested.
Devontae
Does
Adams.
People just not want to go there.
Or no, well, at the time, no one wanted to play for Justin Fields. Wasn't throwing for a lot of yards. Like
I wonder if now Mr. Unlimited's there, if they're gonna be like, okay,
here we go.
here we go.
Now we're cooking.
Russ is cooking over there.
Let's go,
Me and George Pickens.
What's his phrase now? Like it was
Let's forge.
let's forge.
Oh no, is that his thing?
No, that's ours.
Steal down.
Isn't it weird that I wouldn't be
Still
surprised?
winning.
Still winning. Oh, still here.
Steal guy.
Still here.
Oh, it's some stupid pun. For sure, he's an idiot.
Last thing here, guys. I got a list just to throw up all the names that might be kind of fun if they move around. You pick out one if you see it.
This is fun. This is fun. A lot of names.
Shout out to people. I thought like I either thought the snake hit the rat or like you saw
Some breaking news came through your phone.
Shout out to PPR Fantasy Tips on Twitter. They put this list together. Let's go right down here. Yes or no? Jordan Addison.
He's not moving.
He's not moving.
no.
By the way, they're building quite the core for my boy next year.
Please explain what this is.
The Vikings,
No, but no one knows that your boy is JJ McCarthy.
JJ McCarthy.
Sitting on your IR. You have a lot of decisions to make before he's your boy.
Yeah.
That's my boy. Yeah, he's not moving, right?
No, he's
T. Higgins.
No, because of this. If any other franchise,
Yeah.
it would be. It's the Bengals.
They're just going to sit there and lose him for nothing.
and make him mad and then lose him for nothing. It's stupid.
Good for T, though, because he'll get to pick where he goes, which is all he's ever wanted.
Yeah.
And some team's going to pay him.
Top of my head, Carolina will pay him. New England will pay him.
Patriots are desperate.
They're so and
they
need
tried
it.
so hard.
They need it so bad. And Drake May is good, but still, I don't want to play for Gerard Mayo. I'm out on Mayo.
I can see. Honestly, I think he's going to take the money whoever he's going to be where the
Houston?
big contract is.
Houston is.
They're not going to give him a big contract. They just gave Nico. I think it's going to be the Patriots. Like that's my prediction.
Houston, though, that'd be insane.
Be insane. But okay, honest question: are you worried about his injuries every single year? Like, does that? He's looking to get paid, but would you sign this guy long term if you know he's going to miss like at least 2 games a year or 3 games a year?
I think most guys miss 2 or 3 games a year.
He's like always.
I think if you're going for a guy like him, you don't care about that. You're really just
hoping
gonna
that,
chance
like,
it. You're going for a number 1 guy.
It's also very surprising how injury prone these guys are not once they get off these teams.
they get where they
Devontae
wanna
Adams.
Yeah, exactly. Once they're in the city and wearing the colors they want to. More importantly, once their bank accounts are exactly where they want to, they get mighty healthy.
I can't wait for him to sign with a different team.
These 6'3" and up receivers though lately have been a little injury. Christian Watson, AJ Brown,
Yeah.
T. Higgins, what 6'4"?
Don't say about AJ Brown yet.
Hey,
I know.
Christian Watson's
still
fine. He hasn't been hurt.
I
This year.
didn't. Guess he's missed,
Hey, is that
he's missed a couple
Germany
games.
hamstring thing working out?
No hamstring problems.
Go to Germany, folks. If you have hamstring problems,
Yeah. By the way, who we It's not what I was saying.
Fly to Germany.
go
Book a ticket to Germany.
Just go. You'll figure it out when you get there.
Just keep asking people.
don't
My hamstrings.
They just sell hamstrings.
Ask for Vlad. Do you guys see the game that we're giving to Germany next week?
Yeah.
Like I said, why do these fucking Giants get every primetime game?
Giants. No, you don't want.
What's at 6:30? Giants and Panthers.
Man, we're still giving it to the Germans, man. Screw
What's
you,
up,
Germany.
baby?
80 years later.
What's up,
Friendly reminder.
London's right there, just hosted 3 games in a row. Great teams.
Yep.
And we send the Panthers, Giants. And that's no surprise either. Like in the offseason, like, we thought they might be good. You knew these were going to be 2 of the worst teams in the NFL.
Yep.
Has there actually been an overseas a big game that we could remember?
In Germany last year, it was Dolphins Chiefs.
I mean, Packers,
That's
Eagles.
nice. Packers Eagles.
Game one.
Still, yeah.
With Anita.
That was a real win.
That
All
was
right, we're
that's a dub.
we got to move.
We were 2 names into this.
We're taking every available rabbit trail.
It's a fucking dub.
Anita was.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Where do you want to see him go? You like him at your Broncos.
I will love him with Denver. We need a running back like that. Sean Payton has proven that he could use those pass catching running backs. Yeah, he'd be great there. But Dallas might be a good spot for him
Yeah.
if he wants playing time.
Deontay Johnson already got traded, of course. Javonte Williams.
I think he stays.
Yeah.
Contract year. I think he's gonna get a nice deal with us.
I mean, Mike Williams needs to get traded already.
Yeah. He should have been by now.
Like,
Aaron hates.
are they going to keep him?
Aaron hates. Well, there's a rumor there's a tweet that came out that they could keep him because of Lazard's injury because they like that big body wideouts.
He's still in the offense. He's like not playing. He's
not
still
doing
very
anything.
much involved.
Keeps getting demoted.
Elijah Moore. I think he's going to get traded. I think he's going to be the underrated guy. Move this.
I would like him with the Chiefs.
He's a good player.
He's
still.
a good player. He just plays for the Browns.
God, he's had the worst luck.
Yeah, he
He
had
played for the Jets. Madness.
Zach Wilson. Then he had the guy who. Never mind.
Might as well say it now. I mean,
Deshaun Watson.
Oh,
There were so many things I could have said, but I was being nice.
Yeah, very good. John Mechie. No.
He stinks. He stinks.
Well, they're not in position to sell off a wide
Yeah,
receiver.
and they need.
I'm not
yeah,
going to go
yeah.
through this whole list, but Bryce Young.
Nah, he stays. They're trying to tank so hard they're playing Bryce Young,
He's the perfect take.
even though he beat the Saints.
because the organization's not going to get mad at you for playing him. Because like, no, we're giving the young guy a chance.
see,
God, he's really working out for them.
yeah,
Darius Slayton, your boy,
yeah. Yes, please.
another underrated guy, huh?
Giants are bad. Move him anywhere.
Not on this list. Traylon Burks. I want to see Traylon Burks get a shot.
I just want to see him play again. I haven't seen him play in 2 years.
Patriots should go get him.
Yeah.
Adam Thielen, I think so. Kendrick Bourne,
Who cares?
Miles Sanders, I think so too.
Sanders to the Cowboys. It's probably already done.
All right, that's the news. Trade line edition. Next time we see you will be post-trade deadline, so we'll review that. Before we go, we're going to go and recap the games for week number 9. Be right back.
Don't be a slapdick. This is the real Coach JB. It's a great day to have a great day on the Benched NFL podcast. Peace.
All right, game recap, week number 9. Let's start with Oakland and Bengals. The Bengals win 41-24. They just put a whooping on the Raiders, and I'm still not convinced they're very good because the Raiders are just that team this year where teams are so excited when they go to Las Vegas. Like, I'm gonna get to be in Vegas, and we're gonna score 40.
Mid-game, the Raiders bench Gardner Minshew for Desmond Ritter. Ritter, sorry. So we are in a treat for the rest of the year.
Did they just get him?
Yeah.
They're just so desperate, and they're so desperate for a quarterback that they're going for Desmond Ritter, and you see what happens.
These Bengals numbers are insane. Yeah. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. Mike Gesicki with a game of a lifetime. 5 catches, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, and then Chase Brown, big game, 27 carries, 120 yards. I mean, we won't stay too long here. The Raiders are the team where if your fantasy team plays them, just play everyone because it's gonna be good.
But on the Bengals side, they're just kind of fighting for a slip up in the wild card spot
They're
now.
done.
Yeah, I mean
Bengals are done.
They need like a lot of things to happen to be in a wild card spot, but they're gonna be like 500 and just kind of barely miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're just I don't know what's wrong with them. They can obviously score and they're just so unlucky this year. I don't know what it is.
Falcons beat the Cowboys 27-21. I am surprised it was that close, but Falcons now firmly on top of the NFC North. They go to 6-3. Cowboys fall to 3-5. Not a good place in that NFC East because the Eagles and Commanders both surging right now. But Falcons, take a look at them. I think Kirk Cousins is looking like old Kirk Cousins.
Kirk looks
which
good.
is good news for the Falcons.
Yeah, and then even though Drake London went down early, he was still able to have a good day.
Yeah.
Falcons are a good team. They do need to be aggressive at the trade deadline. They do not have a pass rush.
They need pass rushers so
in the
badly.
worst way. And
go trade for all of them.
Yeah,
Screw your draft next year. Trade all your picks next year.
You've had a draft for 4 years.
You can't get it right.
Yeah.
Like Judon is just not the answer. He was their big splash pass rusher, and
It really, if you want to revisit it, it makes it like that much more egregious that you see Jared Verse over there just, rookie of the year for the Rams.
Yep.
And the Colts guy, Leatu Latu.
Yeah.
Like, just defensive linemen all over the NFL tearing it up, rookie defensive linemen.
Yeah.
And they took Michael Penix.
Yeah, their leading sack guy is Grady Jarrett with 2.5. Behind that is Matthew Judon with 1.5.
Can't be Grady Jarrett.
Goodness gracious.
Just an older D tackle.
Like, you can't have an older tackle and only 2.5, and then your next best guy is Judon with 1.5 sacks.
Not going to do it.
They need to change that if you want to be a serious contender.
You guys noticed recently, Bijan, they're giving them the ball?
Yep.
They're feeding them.
Hey, light
Except
bulb.
at like the 5-yard line. He gave it to Tyler Algier. And I was watching the game with my mom. She was so confused why I was so mad that guy just scored a touchdown.
Who they give the goal line carries to?
Tyler Algier.
I just go back.
Yeah.
Keep
But I mean,
hacking.
Bijan's getting like 25 touches, and then
But they're
still
feeding
go
them.
back
And I
to
feel
him.
like
Yeah.
with Kirk Cousins, that's what you got to do. Ride that running game.
Kirk,
they do, I think, need Drake London back, though. I don't know if Darnell Mooney could be your number one.
Mooney, McLeod. You don't want to rely on Kyle Pitts like that. So, I think you need to.
In Gabe's upset of the week.
Our upset in the week.
Hey,
I was with him, too.
They were in it.
We were in it.
By halftime, they're in it.
They just scored
Broncos
41
lose 41-10.
Then they fumbled it.
Okay.
That was where
Dramatically.
That's where it happened.
That was a real turning point.
That's when the game started.
So Bo Nix, he looked like he probably should look like against the Ravens. Not going to kill him. This is what happens. But yeah, Bo Nix didn't look great. Javonte Williams didn't look great. But Courtland Sutton, nice game for him.
Yeah.
He's their guy.
I'm trying to.
Nick Bonito is pretty good pass
I
rusher.
knew you were going to go with something like who's Angel going to pull off his ass right now.
Sertan was not guarding Zay Flowers for I don't know why.
Yeah, what happened to Sertan? He got owned today, huh?
No, he was guarding everyone else, but they did that classic thing where they
He was
guarded
guarding
everybody
everyone else
else
but their best
but
receiver.
so that
Did
sounds like a real
Deontay
shutdown
Johnson
quarter.
play today? I did not watch.
I know
this
there was a report that he had a package in for him, so I think he did.
But this is just a good lesson for teams that have good records but didn't play anybody.
Yep.
When you play good teams, this is what happens.
Context matters, man.
Oh, yeah.
But Ravens looking good.
Derrick Henry about to
6
throw
and
for
3.
2,000 yards.
2 more touchdowns. I mean, how many touchdowns did he have now?
Was that 10? We were talking about this.
He already has 1,000 yards. He might rush for that. We're 2,000
He's
yards.
having a great. I mean, turning back the clock this year.
Good for him.
You have what Saquon's doing, Derrick Henry. God, if only Christian McCaffrey was playing.
He's got 11 touchdowns. 11 rushing
Not
touchdowns.
to mention Alvin
receiving.
Kamara.
Yeah.
Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley, and Derrick Henry are legitimately the 3 best backs in the league right now.
Yeah. They're just that age thing might be a little higher now. But
Yeah.
no, Derrick Henry's having a phenomenal year. Better than I thought.
23 carries, 106 yards, 2 more touchdowns. Zay Flowers, big game. 5 touchdowns, 127 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He's fighting for relevance now.
Yeah. Deontay Johnson came down. He's like, oh, I better start
Bar started playing good.
Bills did what the Bills do, played to level their competition. They barely beat the Miami Dolphins. Yeah. But they did win. They moved to 7-2. Good for them. Dolphins 2-6 now, 0-2 since Tua came back. They've looked okay. They haven't looked the same, though. That offense is not exactly fine. I think they're running the ball too much. I feel like they're not taking them deep shots unless the defense just take them away.
I feel like they're just scared to get Tua hurt.
Yeah, maybe
They're not
trying
letting
to.
Tua just sit
Yeah,
back there for
that's true.
8 seconds and throw deep balls.
But they're 2-6 now. Time to wave the white flag.
Yeah, I would start selling like we said earlier. Mostert, some of those veterans on that team, start kicking them out because, I mean, you signed Tua, Tyreek Hill could be out, but you signed Waddle. Like you have your core kind of, but yeah, start selling guys.
Josh Allen threw his first interception of the year.
Wasn't really an interception.
Yeah, it wasn't really his
Keon Coleman just went through his hands, chest, and then
I saw that. Yeah,
it wasn't. That sucks because it's be on the stat line like, oh, he threw a pick, but not really.
It's like a perfect throw.
Yeah, it wasn't like on Josh Allen.
Mark Cooper did play. Hopefully, we'll see him soon with like fully integrated. I think it's a wrist thing.
Come on.
And they just showed the ultimate disrespect to the Dolphins. Said, you don't need to play today.
It's all right. His scratches.
Khalil has this.
Yeah, Khalil has.
We were talking about it earlier too, Angel. What game had that random touchdown? It was this one. Quentin Morris.
Good Morris.
Quentin Morris.
Yeah, fantasy.
Nobody won.
Fantastic.
Killing me.
Saints Panthers. Panthers won by 1. It doesn't really matter. These two teams are going nowhere. Anything on those guys?
Kamara, 29 carries, 155 yards, 6
Jeez.
catches.
Please.
Get out of New Orleans, man. I understand loyalty is a good thing. And
He's not going anywhere. They
it's-
signed him.
It's a good trait to have. But why did you sign an extension when you could have gone to any team?
He's not going to play a meaningful football game the rest of his NFL career.
That just sucks.
Unless they draft like Mahomes next year and it happens to turn around like
Well, they can't draft Mahomes. He's going to be for the Chiefs.
Mahomes like player god ass. You know what I meant? No, yeah, it sucks that he's a Hall of Famer, right? He's been good. He's been
Absolutely.
good since he got in the league.
Day one.
Absolutely. Today,
Yeah.
they're leading rusher and they're leading receiver. So,
Yeah, he had a
Alright.
good day as a wide receiver.
He's
6
the leading
for
receiver.
60.
Did you see Michael Thomas go off during the game?
yeah, Michael Thomas.
Salty as fuck.
Well, he was mad because
of
Derek
the
Carr
Chris
threw
Olave.
Derek Carr threw Chris Olave right into
Right, the lion's
a
mouth.
concussion.
Yeah.
Like really, really bad.
High over the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Olave.
They're calling them the hospital throws.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Olave literally went to the hospital.
He
I think
he-
he's doing better. Yeah.
He was released from the hospital.
So yeah, they're gonna be the Olave for a little bit, but yeah, Derek Carr seems to.
Doing what he does. Oh, I think he's the first player in NFL history to have losses against 31 NFL teams.
Oh, good for you, Derek Carr.
So
Nice.
hey,
Hey.
making history out here. That's a fucking dub.
Yeah. Bryce Young. Bryce Young looks like Bryce Young. Chuba Hubbard looks like someone you sell at the deadline, but they won't.
But he's a key piece to their rebuild. Chuba Hubbard.
Cornerstone.
Chuba Hubbard will be here when we lift up that trophy.
Oh yeah. The Chargers and the Browns squared off. Chargers won predictably 27-10. Playing the number 1 defense in the league, Jameis Winston once again looked like Jameis Winston. But I mean, Chargers. Listen,
Go, Josh.
this is not about the Browns. Browns. This is going to kind of see it's going to be. Not surprised.
Yeah.
Are we underrating the Chargers a little bit?
They're-
Best defense in the league statistically.
And they found something with J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah.
Maybe they're aggressive at the deadline.
I
for a
think they
wide
go
out.
get a wide. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
14 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Lad McConkey's turned on lately, isn't he?
McGunkit.
And look at that Quentin Johnson line. 4 catches,
He had a nice
118
game.
yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a.
I know one of
big
those
catch
is a
today.
66-yard touchdown.
But
so.
still, like they're getting something out of him. Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
they're low key buyers at the deadline here because they're what 6-4 right now, right? Or what's the?
There's
5-3.
5-3.
5-3.
That
Yeah,
would be the
pretty
T.
nice.
Higgins landing spot then.
T. Higgins. Oh yeah, T. Higgins with Herbert. That's a good. landing
Herbert's
spot.
starting to heat it up lately, too.
Yeah. Chargers. Harbaugh is doing exactly what we thought, stabilizing them, making them a good team.
They legitimately don't have a star.
They're
Except for Herbert.
They're just playing good football. Yeah.
Like they're I mean, Quentin Johnson leading receiver, J.K. Dobbins leading rusher. Like,
McConkey's a white out, so never any respect.
is he half?
He looks half.
He has
I
black
I
eye.
don't know.
He has black eye. Have you seen him with the helmet off? That's your problem.
He looks like a mixed dude.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Lad
He doesn't
McConkey.
have white guy hair.
Yeah.
But he has the worst white guy name.
Yeah.
Lad McConkey.
Yeah, he's never going to get accepted in those urban areas you're talking about.
I was Gabe. That wasn't me.
Angel, that's all
Baltimore.
you.
We need to. He's a
Definitely
little,
voting for Trump.
He's a rebrand.
Yeah,
Maybe
L.
Lad change it like
L.
Lance.
L. McKay.
And McConkey
McKay.
into like just Conkey.
Yeah.
Lad Conkey. Or Lance Conkey.
I feel like we should get off this.
Hey,
before-
real quick though,
Yeah.
does Jim Harbaugh lock down the Coach of the Year award? He was the number
it's gonna
one
be-
favorite going in.
Dan the Sirianni.
Minnesota.
O'Connell's pretty good.
Connell.
Yeah.
Well,
Given
who's
his
do-
situation.
Who? I mean, okay. This is a obviously this is a. What'd you say? This is a.
Oh, given his situation, he lost his quarterback and he
Yeah.
did it with Sam
Because of
Darnold.
his condition.
Yes, because
his condition.
who has the most grabby headliney vote?
Oh, for Coach of the Year?
Yeah, because that's who wins it.
It's the Vikings.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah.
but I feel like there's gonna be a lot of Harbaugh ass kissers.
Yeah.
But they have no fans. No one's backing them. No one's
No
going to
one.
drive it.
No one
Yeah.
wants them.
They got
Yeah.
the Asian lady. She was back.
Yes.
She's such a fake person.
Is she back?
She was back.
She's back.
Last
Yeah.
week or
yeah.
my
Because
God.
they
Michelle?
because they hire her for primetime games. That's why they
That was the. I don't want to go too far back, but that was the worst plant they could ever. That was terrible.
It's not a plant. She's a real fan. She loves the Chargers.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure she does.
Chargers.
She checked all the boxes.
I'm sure she does.
Never mind. Never mind.
Commanders beat the Giants by 5, and they'll still be top 5 in Angels' top 10 list. Yeah, they beat the Giants. Daniel Jones threw his first touchdown in 18 years. And
Here's
they
a fun
barely
stat too
squeaked one
about
out
that
here. What's up?
touchdown at halftime. He had a touchdown and 0 yards.
That's how he does it. He will find a way to amaze you.
He's incredible.
was a
Honestly,
real stat.
He's
He's
incredible.
incredible.
He's incredible. The
Yeah.
stats he puts out are just.
We'll never see another one like him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I was going to say you're never going to see those again.
Because
That's
we'll never have a
incredible.
guy like that last this long with the team.
Malik Neighbors, that's an incredible line, too. 9 catches for 59 yards.
Because they can't throw the ball because they have no line and they can't. They're
Jeez.
just. Giants need. They're like far from a. I think they believe that they're a quarterback away. They're a quarterback.
They
plus
100% do.
plus a line, plus cornerbacks, plus
roster.
And you remember John Mara, what he said last week. Nothing's changing. This coaching staff,
Sweet. Running
everyone-
backs.
everyone's going to be there.
Running back.
But let's talk about the Commanders because that's a team that is
Commanders.
I mean, like it or not, they have one of the best records in the NFC. They're going to square off against the Eagles in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, next week,
Next
3
week's
weeks.
next week's Cowboys.
week.
Yeah.
2 weeks, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks, and we'll see. I mean, Jane Downs today, 15 for 22, 209, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. They need to go get a receiver, right?
Yeah, I mean Terry's good, but if you want to be like one of the big ones, you have to have a plethora of weapons. You can't have your second weapon being Zach Ertz.
Yeah, or like today, Noah Brown.
Yeah, like Noah Brown's great, but he's good as a 3 or a 4, not as a 2.
Yeah,
They
that's
thought
gonna.
Luke McCaffrey was going to emerge, and he's just that's not that's not a thing.
He did not.
They picked the wrong white guy in the draft.
He didn't have a catch today.
They should have picked Lance Conkey.
We just settled this. He's not fully white.
They should have picked Labiconki. They should have got a picture of him with his helmet off. Then they would be like, "Whoa!"
Oh, that guy.
Oh, that meme
with the name.
Yeah,
that meme that Leonardo DiCaprio. meme?
but I will call. I will
man.
call him Lance. Lance though. I think.
Can we pull up Washington Commanders schedule? I want to. Let's.
I got you.
I feel like this. We need. I can't wait. I can't wait.
I know how you're gonna vote, so this is gonna be.
I won't do it. I'll let you. I'll let you do it.
It's
No.
not as it's not as tough as you.
Give it to Angel.
All right, so
give it to Angel.
next week they're home against the Steelers.
They're 7-2 right now. Go ahead.
They're
Pittsburgh off a bye week. I'll take Pittsburgh there.
Okay,
For sure.
and then at Philadelphia right after that.
Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Commandos.
That's not. Why?
Commandos.
Why?
They'll play each other. I think they'll probably split that series this year.
So they're winning at Philadelphia, then we're going to win there.
Yeah.
Which
What
I mean, if you're gonna win one game, you want to win the one that's later.
What
on.
do they do better than the Eagles?
Huh?
What one thing do they do better than the Eagles?
I like their quarterback better. And that makes a big difference.
After that, home against Dallas.
Win.
Yeah. And then home against Tennessee.
Win.
And then they've got the bye week. Then they're at New Orleans.
Win.
Yeah.
Home
Yeah,
against,
I'm at 4-1 right now.
And-
then
This is a
they're
nice record.
home against Philly.
Get lost because they split it.
They're going to lose both.
Home
Philly.
against Atlanta.
That's a great game.
Yeah,
That's a very
No,
good
it's
game.
not. They're going to kill them. The Commanders are fake.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
I'll take Kirko though. I like Kirko.
Okay, and then at Dallas.
Win.
So they're 5-3. So then what? 12-5.
12-5.
Yeah.
Their schedule's nice for them.
It's a last place schedule because they're not a good team.
Here we go. Only time will tell.
Can't wait. I literally can't wait. Titans eke out a 3-point win against the Patriots. Talk about terrible teams.
Yeah, the Patriots need a lot. Wideouts, linemen, defense.
I'll tell you what, though, that white boy can run. Drake May?
He's what they call sneaky athletics.
8 carries, 95 yards.
It's only assigned to one guy.
He's an IQ guy. He's real.
8 carries, 95 yards. I mean, he can legitimately. He's Andrew Luck
He's a good athlete.
as far as athletically.
It's gonna be part of his game. He's a good athlete.
I want to see him with legit weapons.
Yeah, it's hard to read him now because there's nothing there. They have Hunter Henry, and that nothing else.
Newsflash: they still can't draft receivers.
And
That wasn't a Belichick.
And no one and no one wants to sign there. And no one wants to trade
wants to
there.
go
Yeah,
play
people are
Foxborough.
turning money away.
So
Notoriously racist part of the country.
We will make you the highest paid receiver
see,
in the
they
league.
should have drafted Lance.
Calvin Ridley said no to them.
Yeah, I mean where are we at with Ridley? Is he good?
Yeah, I think he's fine.
He's okay.
Okay.
He's better than okay.
Yeah.
I think he is
Way overpaid though.
I think he's a nice number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly kind of
He's a nice number 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, Titans, Patriots. They're
You
both.
see that Ramondre Stevenson stat line?
Let me see.
Bad.
Let me
10
see.
carries, like 16 yards.
10 carries for 16 yards.
Did you see the Drake May drive though?
They just extended him.
It's pretty magical.
3 years.
Yeah, because that's what you do. You're a bad team. You extend bad players.
Jared Mayo say, in my first move,
Let's get this guy signed long term. Let's get him. He will host the Lombardi with us.
okay, this is kind of interesting. The Cardinals blow out the Bears 29-9.
Bears.
Last couple weeks for Caleb Williams have not been very good.
I
think I was a little quick with him.
I think we were a little quick. I think I declared that they're here.
You did. Bottom line,
Bottom
the
line.
Bears are here.
Bears are legit. Them and Tyreek Stevenson got it going on. No, they are collapsing behind a Caleb Williams. He's like reverting back. He's gonna have to. He's a head coach quarterback guy.
Yeah.
Like a offensive guy.
You mean Shane Waldron isn't doing it?
He needs someone to walk him through the steps of being a quarterback. 'Cause right now, you just feel like he has good weeks and then he reverts back to his week 1, week 2 habits where he runs around or those balls that are in the dirt or the offense does run smoothly. And you need just they need a Ben Johnson, a Bobby Sloak, someone that will control him.
Gabe, let me.
Thank you.
You don't have to be worried about the Bears until they make one move, and I don't know if they're gonna have the balls to make it, and that's to fire Eberflus, even though the defense is pretty good.
Great.
Just because you're gonna have to do it to get a real coach in here with your most prized possession, Caleb Williams.
That you probably ever had in your franchise history.
Yeah.
You ever had a quarterback like this talented?
You have to go all out for Ben Johnson, Slowick, whatever young coordinator you want pick this year. You have to go all out.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll be able to do it, but until they do, Gabe, I wouldn't worry about anything happening in Chicago.
I told
they don't
you
have the coaching.
I told you a couple weeks ago, I'm not worried about Chicago at all. I don't think Chicago was. I think it was great. They did what they were supposed to do against bad teams. When it comes to this little stretch coming up now, they're going to end up right where we all think they're supposed to.
And the
not worried about the Bears at all.
Cards played nice. Cards are in first place in the NFC West.
Let's be honest. If the
Matter of fact, I'm like pissed at them right now because I picked against the Cards, and I love my Cardinals. And, and I don't know why I did that, but never just the Bears.
if the Bears had Bo Nix, would they be in a better spot right now?
No. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't go that far.
He's played
Bo's
better.
played better though. He has.
That's kind of what I'm getting
Bo
at.
leads rookie quarterbacks in touchdowns and total touchdowns.
Does he really?
Yeah, it's a weird.
I mean, okay,
He's legitimately played better than Caleb
but
Williams.
if he leads, though, does that mean Caleb Williams' numbers are bad, though? I mean, if he leads, but it's by one,
I'm
they're both
comparing
playing.
the two.
But at this point, you rather have.
I think they're a much better team with
I
Bo
don't
Nix
know.
right now.
That's wow.
I don't know I don't know what Bo Nix ceiling is.
You know who they kind of won't say is a bust, but he's kind of a bust. Where's Rome? A Doomsday, number 9 overall.
had a nice
5
game
catches,
today.
104 yards today.
Yeah, nice game.
shit.
His first. It is the
first good game.
First
That's the
nice
one.
game. Yeah.
You know who's been a bust for them?
Keenan Allen.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen has been awful.
You tried to sell me him several times.
Tried to sell me him too.
right before I released him.
dropped him.
Keenan, I don't think he's this bad. I think he's just on the team that does not capable of holding
I
up
don't
3
know.
wideouts.
Yeah.
I think put him on the Chiefs. I think he'll put respectable numbers. But I think
love this.
I think with the Bears, they just don't have the offensive capacity to play everybody good.
I think they're fine. They just need the right coaching. I love the roster they have.
Even
That's what honestly sucks though, is that they got the right coach. No, I'm saying Eberflus is like, he's not a bad coach. They have a good coach, but
It's not the right coach.
It's not the right coach for that position.
You need
It's not the yeah.
you need a head coach, quarterback guru.
Offensive mind.
Yeah, because you need Caleb Williams to be focusing.
Creativity.
Do you agree with me? Do you like the pieces?
Oh yeah, roster's good.
Right. Going forward, Odunze and DJ Moore, that's great. Komet's nice.
They don't use Komet because they don't really know how to.
Swift has looked pretty good.
It's good, and that line needs some work, but you could always throw money at that if you have a. You're not paying
Maybe it's
anybody.
actually a 4 rebuild. What are the Cardinals?
They're first place in the NFC West.
They put a smackdown on. Listen to these stats from their receivers today.
Love the Cardinals.
So Marvin Harrison, 2 catches for 34 yards.
Yikes.
Nice.
That's it.
They're wide receivers.
That's their whole wide receiver room today.
That's the only receiver that caught a pass.
That caught a pass. Yep.
Let's be honest. The size of Kyler Murray is a thing. It's no coincidence that he throws to the biggest guys on his team.
Size matters. Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you wanted to get out?
Every time I say it.
I saw you smirk at me, and I thought it was something
It was
stupid.
like, Saint Angel, this is why you're here.
As soon as he said, he didn't say Kyler. As soon as he said Kai,
I know it.
Throw it back to me. Size matters.
Throw it to me over quick.
But McBride and then whoever E. Higgins was the top receivers today, both tight ends.
Yeah.
I mean, but
McBride-
it worked with Hopkins.
It might be just a wide receiver problem.
How did they win 29-9?
That's what shocked me.
Oh, they ran the ball like crazy. They ran the ball like crazy.
Yeah.
They ran it well. They ran it
Connor looked good. DeMarcado. Benson's got in. Nice.
Benson got in, yeah.
I mean, but where are we with the Cardinals as far as in the grand scheme of the NFC?
If
They are winning games with, according to these stats, nothing there.
they're like the
They weren't doing this last year.
They're like the Broncos. They have a good record, but you don't really trust the team, you know?
No. Because about a year and a half ago, they were very good, and then Kyler
No, I'm
goes
saying like
down,
this year,
and
like-
then they're a bad team,
No.
and now they're winning games again.
I'm just-
back.
Who's a better
I'm
team?
just
The
saying
Cardinals or the Broncos?
I think the
Cardinals.
But what I'm saying
so,
is,
yeah.
I don't really trust either of them to be playoff teams.
I
That's what I'm saying.
believe this record over the Broncos record. Though.
Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know who I could put.
No, jeez, man.
By the way, Terrell's not here today. He's at a wedding in Las Vegas.
How convenient, Terrell.
I probably should have said that to start the
On the
show.
Broncos loss, you're conveniently gone.
I saw Terrell doing the swag surf with his family.
Coward.
Is that how you say it? Surf swag?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Taylor Swift dance.
I'm the wrong guy to
Wow.
It's not Taylor Swift dance. It's like a
Is that the Atlanta thing?
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw
It's the
Terrell,
thing. It's the thing. Kirko did after he won his
Yeah.
first game in Atlanta.
and the Taylor Swift did it in the press box last year. I just say it because it was like a big thing when she did it. Like
Of course, like everything.
she looked terrible doing it
Like everything.
with
rhythm.
Brittany Mahomes. God, that was terrible.
What a pair.
Are they friends anymore? They haven't been photographed in a while.
Maybe not. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I wait and see with the Cardinals. We'll see.
I don't trust them at all.
I don't know. I want to see them start playing their division opponents and see like how that fares.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on here. Jacksonville Jaguars 23-28 against the Eagles. Let me tell you right now, Saquon bailed out Mr. Sirianni. I don't get this, and I do get because we followed the Eagles a couple years now. Like I get that you're aggressive. I get that you err on the side of making aggressive calls, but going for 2 every single time. Literally taking a extra point off the board because now you have the opportunity to try to sneak it into the end zone for 2. It's too much.
And in a game where you had to stop them with 5 points, like that's your only lead. Like you needed those points.
Well, at that point we were blowing them out. But yeah, later on in the game, you just knew those are going to come back to haunt us, or it's going to be close.
I'm telling you, man.
And it sure was.
It's a copycat league. You want to know why they do that and why other teams are doing that? Because the Lions do it the best, and they're the #1 team in the NFC right now.
Easy. Eagles been that for a hot minute.
I'm just saying the Lions have like become known for that. We're going for it on 4th down. We're gonna go for the 2-point conversion. They've been doing it for years now.
We've been doing it before them.
Yeah.
Okay, they do it more successfully.
They're
At a
doing
more
it-
successful rate.
I'll agree with that. They're doing
Jeez,
it.
guys.
Oh, you're
No, because you call it a copycat. Doug Peterson was doing it.
I'm just saying, like, God, I'm not saying the Eagles are bad at it. I'm just saying the Lions have become more famous.
No, yeah, Lions are doing a great job of it.
They're more
We
successful.
also our success rate of it was brought up today at 90%. So it's not that big of a difference. But yes, the Lions are doing a very good job. We've been doing it longer.
NFC East is better than the NFC North, basically. But no, Eagles win this game. ultimately
Those
by
are
5
true
points.
Eagle fans, by the way.
Eagles win this by ultimately 5 points.
Honestly, we dug ourselves in a hole with
Yeah.
the first 2-point attempt, and then we kept having to do it to try to make up for those lost points. At some point,
that's the worst.
At some point, put a stop to it, get back on track.
Yeah, Sirianni to me is like these because it feels like hey, these are his decisions 100%, and he'll own it. He like after the game he said, "I'm the one who has the balls to make those kind of decisions." Which, but I mean, to use the Lions as an example, that kind of thinking literally lost the Lions a playoff game last year,
right?
Because your balls are bigger than your brains sometimes, and you should just take the freaking points and get up by 3 scores.
We had the ball through the uprights, and then they decided to get back on the
field. Other
field.
than that, Eagles look pretty good. I like what Hurts is doing. 2 more touchdowns today. No, you didn't throw a pick, right?
No turnovers.
No turnovers once again. Saquon is a monster. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
I don't think I have ever seen a play like that in my life.
It was insane.
In Madden, in real life, in high school ball, college ball, nothing like that.
Who even has the balls to try that?
It was like a video game. Like it was so like well coordinated and like thought out, like a backwards leap.
Well, do you remember the situation? It was like 3rd and 13, a short pass in the flats. And I promise you, as soon as he caught that, I was like, he's gonna do something amazing here. I thought that fake juke spin move was it. I was like, oh!
And he does the spin. I'm like, that's an amazing spin. And then this guy, with his, just literally looking over his shoulder, a guy diving at him, I think it was Cisco, safety for the Jaguars, leaps over the guy backwards. He hurdles backwards.
I don't even know how you have like the mental capacity. Like, all right, I'm gonna do this, do that. I'm just gonna jump up backwards, leap him clean too.
The guy didn't even go low. He led with his shoulder
up. The NFL's fixed.
That was so. You know how many Pee Wee football players this weekend are going to be trying?
Oh man, the low light's going to be great.
You know how many concussions are going to happen this week because
people going ass up against guys?
I'd say there's less than 5 people in the league who can even try, who can even have the faint possibility of landing that.
Yeah, it'll never happen again.
It's a short list.
I wish it was in a more consequential game, so more people got eyes on it. It's incredible.
Yeah. It was amazing.
And like the replay was like, you watch, you're like, I still don't believe that this happened in a real life game with real life players in the 3rd down. It's just phenomenal. It was great.
Devonta Smith looked good because A.J. Brown went down with a knee injury. Let's see. I'm holding out hopes that it's nothing too crazy because the Eagles without A.J. Brown, we've seen it before, not good.
No.
It was fine today. Devonta Smith balled out today, looked really good.
Hell yeah, he had one of the best catches of the year so far.
Raiders are firing more people here. They just fired their quarterback and D-line coach.
Oh, hold on.
Who do you have left?
Thank you.
For the Raiders.
Nice. So Raiders is cleaning house tonight.
Like Antonio Pierce.
I'm telling you,
he's not letting anyone, but he's like only one without blame.
They thought that they had to fire people before the trade deadline. They thought it was a deadline for everything.
They're going to try to trade for new coaches. Jeez.
I don't want to talk about the Raiders anymore. They're just a shit show.
Yeah, we'll wait on A.J. Brown. We'll see what happens with him. Yeah. If he's gone for a little while, that's bad news. Eagles have a pretty tough schedule.
We need Dallas Goedert back if we're going to be without A.J. Brown for a little bit.
Did you see Dallas Goedert's video, by the way, he put up for Halloween?
I didn't.
This dude's out with hamstring injuries. And his costume was he wore his wife in a baby carrier.
Nice.
And so he has his wife in a baby carrier, and he's jumping up and down, showing like, yeah, I could jump with my wife on my chest. I'm like, bro, you have hamstring issues.
This is that player that was at the concert all over again. That guy?
Malik
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors.
A major throwback, Andrew Bynum. Remember Lakers center Andrew Bynum hurt both his knees. He was at the Playboy Mansion with a girl on his shoulders after the knee injury.
That was wild.
It's awesome.
God, I'm getting these Raiders. So they basically fired everyone on offense. Quarterbacks coach, O-line coach, and offensive coordinator.
Wow.
Sweet. Continuity.
So
don't mind that.
Jaguars, time to sell.
Sell.
Do
Everything
you like
got.
what you're seeing out of Trevor Lawrence this year?
No.
Do you?
I feel like he's looking a little better.
Listen, the only game I've seen him play is against my Packers, and I agree with Joey. He looked way better.
He might be
slinging it. He's finding it.
He might be in the Caleb Williams camp where he needs one of those head coach gurus that was just happened to not be Dougie P.
Let's not give up on him just yet.
1,800 yards, 11 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
That's not bad,
But it's not.
It's not good either.
It's not good though.
It's not $55 million a year.
Like
good.
the problem is with him, he got paid like a top 5 quarterback.
about
He's not
that.
performing like that. That's
But
the
to
problem.
me, like I could confidently say now because we were flirting with this before the season. He's not Daniel Jones. He's not Deshaun Watson. He's a step above that. Like I think if I was a Jaguars fan, I'm like, okay, I think we might be able to win with this guy. He's. I mean, we look where Baker Mayfield is now. Little change of scenery, some weapons, and look what he turned into.
We thought Baker was a complete bust.
Baker
even more than
Mayfield's
Trevor
lows were a lot lower than
Trevor Lawrence.
than Trevor Lawrence's lows were. Absolutely, don't make that face.
Baker,
you know,
Baker
it's right.
flew
Baker
to
was
LA on
done,
a Tuesday
Yeah,
and played on Thursday.
Baker was very close to those commercials. Him being a bag boy, like that was actually I almost happened.
He won the Super Bowl when he went to the Rams and he won that one game. We're like, whoa, Baker did something good finally in his career. That
I'm
was
just
the Super
saying,
Bowl.
I feel better about Trevor Lawrence now than I did before the season.
Yeah, they have a lot of work to do. They need to. Yeah, but he's played well. I wish he showed this a little bit better. He could have saved a lot of people's jobs and stuff. But
Yeah,
but,
very true.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. Besides him, so everybody else, and I mean everybody.
Eagles play the Cowboys next week. Jaguars don't really matter because their season's probably done. Lions, Packers. Ugh. Angel, you watched most of this one.
I did watch.
Tell me about it.
It was all right. Let's get this out of the way. Let's not throw out people for head-to-head contact just out the gate.
Oh, I thought you were going to. Wow, I'm surprised you start there.
It's
So
just
they threw out who?
Brian Branch
Yeah.
for a head. It was a clear head-to-head contact. Flag 15 yards. Okay, cool.
They threw him out first time?
First time, no warning.
Okay.
Just
So-
done.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't understand the explanation. The explanation was he didn't do it on purpose, but the reason why they threw him out was because they said that he had an opportunity to stop and didn't.
But
so
if
it
they-
was flagrant. So isn't that
I feel it
on
happens-
purpose?
I feel it happens every game. You have a head-to-head hit, and you don't want these hits, but it happens every game. Are you gonna start chucking out people like every game? Like that's why you do this week 9.
And this happened after the flag was called, after the ref reported it, after they moved him up 15 yards, whatever, after the ball was placed, and then all of a sudden the whistles blow. Number so-and-so has been ejected.
This game's in Green Bay?
Yeah.
Either way, the Lions look good. Lions are the NFC favorite. It's amazing.
Angel said this. I want to make sure it gets said on the show. Jordan Love needs to go on the IR.
Yeah.
He's hurt. The Packers are doing themselves harm, their franchise quarterback harm. Stop being stupid and go put your franchise quarterback on the IR. Let him get healthy. I don't care if he wants to play. I don't care if he's tough. I don't care if he's noble. I don't care if he's a good leader. Do right by your franchise and go put this man who you just paid a lot of money or about to. Did he get paid?
Yeah, he got paid.
Go put him there. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's
He's obviously not healthy.
every time by the second quarter he's limping around like he's not healthy. I know their bye week is next week. This is not a 1 week fix.
No.
This is like you need weeks on this. And like I know they said during the broadcast, yeah, he did 3 hours of therapy every day. It's like I don't know if this is
not
sustainable for 17 games. And then if you want to go to the playoffs, you're gonna do this for playoffs.
You're
Like
at the halfway mark.
let him put him on IR after the bye week, so we have 5 weeks. Yeah, so he's not missing a game. But yeah, you want him 5 weeks. That's about. And you've proven that you could win or at least be 500 with Willis as your backup, as your quarterback.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what pisses me off a little bit. Like, let's not try to win the Super Bowl in Week 9. It's not right now.
Yeah.
Just get in the playoffs.
A couple takeaways. I was giving you rapid fire here. Lions clearly better. The best team in the NFC North, best team in the NFC. Lions are really, really good.
Best team in the NFL.
Best team in the NFL. And also, I think we could stop the whole outdoors thing. They were just fine in the outdoors. It was also raining.
Yeah.
To boot.
It was ugly.
Jared Goff, really good. Running game, really good. Defense, they probably will still add people. This is the best team, I'll say, in the NFL. I'm with you. Packers, we scared about anything?
No, I'm just scared about Jordan Love. Their whole team should be fine without a hurt.
Why did they only score 14 points? Is that more the Lions?
Yeah, and I'm
A
telling
lot
you,
of self-inflicting wounds too.
they,
11 flags.
That's a sign of that's offensive problems. Though.
One of the touchdowns
11
was a
flags.
return
One of the
pick,
touchdowns was a pick six. Missed field goals again.
Yeah.
Which is killing us. So a lot of this stuff is stuff you can definitely clean up. Just
We're in week 10 now, though. So I think we need to be a little harsher about these things we can clean up.
well, I mean,
It's week 10.
because it's mostly Jordan Love just not being able to stay healthy, which is causing all these. You can't run your
things-
organization straight right now. With
The
your
list of
quarterback
things you
hurting.
just rattled off, though, were not Jordan Love things. They were team things.
Well, here's a Jordan Love thing. I actually want your genuine answer. Are you worried about his turnover problem? got a turnover in every game he's played this season.
Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, of course, it is worrisome, but even some, I mean, these interceptions he's throwing right now, he's just.
Wait, what did you say? He has a turnover in every game he's played this
Every
year?
game he's played this year.
It's not like Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
But then Jalen Hurts fixed it.
no, that's literally how
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts was last year.
A lot of these interceptions though, that he's throwing, though, they're just, I mean, again, today's interception, that could be coached up. He's scrambling. He has pressure. Wants to play hero ball. Wants to get the ball to Josh Jacobs and throws it off his back foot. And it's just, I mean, dude, you got to fix that. Throw the ball. I think Tom Brady said it. I think when that happened, it was like 2nd and 2.
Has that not been Jordan Love his whole career, though?
No.
So far?
No, that's been Jordan Love this year.
I specifically remember him ending a playoff game like that last year.
Yeah, I know, but that was the first one after like 9 straight games without having one.
Yeah, no, he had a stretch last year with no
He
interceptions.
did, but I mean, to start, like I said, we're 10 games in, or we're going into week 10. At this point, it's not like, oh, let's clean that up. At this point, it's like, oh, okay, that's a bad habit you develop as a quarterback. And
I think you give up on players way too early.
I'm not giving up on Jordan Love. I'm just saying.
It certainly sounds like you are
Because I think it's a turnover
because
problem.
I'm trying to tell you that a lot of his turnovers are stuff that's like, what are you doing? This happened a couple weeks ago when they had
That's not a problem to you?
It's not a problem. I mean, it's a problem now, but it's a problem that's definitely get fixed.
Yeah, I think
It's not a problem in long term though.
I mean, we've seen it this year. Hurts fixed it, and Hurts has. I feel like the coaching is just the same level, if not better, in Green Bay. Like I like the offensive minds there.
I think Green Bay is way above
Yeah,
coaching.
way better.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's rough patch, but I feel like you can turn it around, and he's been proven that he can get hot. But I really do think it's all.
he just has to get healthy.
He's just hurt, and when you play hurt, you don't play your best because you're not healthy. And the Packers playing him hurt. This is what happens. You don't play your best because you can't do everything that you want to do. It's frustrating because this is a good team and you're killing your chances because he prolonging this IR stint. That's gonna happen at some point. Like it's week 9. You need to start doing it, or else you're not gonna.
They shouldn't have played him today. They were going in the bye week.
You could have 2 weeks off
In the rain?
In the rain. Why are you playing him?
Stupid.
I would have said Willis. Yeah, Willis this week. We're going to bye week, 2 weeks off for Jordan Love. We'll see. We'll reassess after that. They put him out there, and he's limping by the second quarter. Who knows that? It's
the thing that caught me the most is what you had already mentioned. How he was doing 3 hours of rehab every day to prep for this. It's like, dude, you're not good. You need a month off.
He needs a month off. Not worried about the Packers. I'm worried about Jordan Love. That's like my main concern because he's not healthy.
Defense still is pretty good. I know that the Lions are just a really good offensive unit. I wouldn't be scared of the Packers defense. I think they're pretty good. Jacobs living up to snuff.
You look good today.
Yeah, he had a good game.
They just got
Jaden Reed looks great.
They just got down early, so they had to go away from the run. But early on,
Which sucks because he
Jacobs
was
running well.
dominating
But
Josh Jacobs.
like I said, that's what happens when you don't have the quarterback can't throw the ball. I'm so tired of him limping around.
Yeah.
Jordan Love and the rainy day with him.
You
slipping
said the
around.
rainy gay. I want to point that out.
Yeah, thanks for that. So, yeah, you threw me off. But yeah, he should be on IR. He should be. It's for all the stuff that they do right, and they do a lot of stuff right. There's one thing that
We're
there's
very
still wrong.
So
stubborn.
are you saying then the turnover problem would be attributed to that he's not healthy?
No, I just think he's having a bad stint of football because last year he proved that he wasn't a turnover guy. He just kind of I don't know like it's last year he didn't like this is the first year of him ever doing this, so I'm not really think he's a turnover guy.
I mean, okay. I don't want to be the anti-Jordan Love. I feel like he's getting off a little
you
easy
can't
here.
you can't brand a guy halfway through his second year. Let's see if he can clean it up. I think I'd be worried though, like just seeing this streak, but give him a chance to clean it up. Give him a chance to get healthy.
Didn't he have a rough start to the beginning of last year too?
Then he cleaned it up.
That's what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah, but the rough
at
start
some
was like
point-
3 games, and then he went on 10 straight games without throwing one.
I'm just saying. I think it could be a problem more than I think you guys are. I'm not trying to brand him a turnover guy, but I'm also not gonna say like, oh, it's not a problem, because if I can't brand him a turnover guy because of 9 weeks of this year, then you can't brand him I take care of the ball guy because of 9 weeks last year. Like that has to go both ways. It has to be like, oh, this could be a problem.
I
don't think so at all.
I don't think it's a problem.
Well, it literally is. It's literally happening.
I think he can fix it. I think quarterbacks fix it every year. We just saw with Jalen Hurts. He just fixed it. I think
And some quarterbacks don't. That's what I'm saying. There's a possibility this could be a problem.
If he's throwing to a wide open guy just on the other team every time, fine. But most of his turnovers are him just trying to play hero ball, him chucking it, him throwing off his back leg as he's falling. That's all stuff. It's like, dude, live to play another down. Don't do that. Even Tom Brady, I was just about to tell you that story today. Tom Brady even said, dude, it's 2nd and 2. Live to play another down.
Yeah,
that's when he threw the pick. And it's like, live to play another down.
That's what I'm saying. You don't think someone's told him that in 2 years?
I mean, I think all young quarterbacks get told that over and over again before it finally gets fixed.
Yeah. Well, I guess just wait and see. I'm not gonna write that off that easy, but I guess to each his own. My phone just died. What's the next game?
Yeah, Rams and the Seahawks. Seahawks are a gaze of a team. We got
incredible,
totally tricked. They were decent today, but they lost a must-win game, and I say must-win because the Rams are now 4-4.
Yeah. By the way, the Rams didn't have Nakua most of this game,
He punched somebody.
which is weirdest ever. I saw that on my phone pop up. I was like, Puka?
Pooks?
But then you watch it. No, yeah, but you watch it's like he didn't really.
It was like a quick little guy. By the way, it definitely looks like he's never thrown a punch before. That was like
He's Pooks. He didn't throw a punch.
that was when you really pissed
It's all
off the
about
nice
family
guy.
and love, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they lost and they had to go against Puka. Seahawks are.
They've lost 5 of their last 6.
Should Seahawks be selling?
Seahawks. No, because they're only one game back
Yeah.
in first place.
Yep.
So you gotta keep everybody, but.
But you have to look at that division, though. We're talking about the Cardinals, the 49ers are
Niners.
getting healthy, the Rams are now getting healthy.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
I tell you what, the Rams need all the praise in the world for what they have done in the draft. That defensive line is young, cheap for another 4 years, and super effective. Brandon Fisk, Byron Young,
Kobe Turner.
and Kobe Turner,
Jared Verse.
and Jared Verse.
Yeah.
4 guys that they have switched out since they left Aaron Donald, and they are good and getting better.
Yeah, they said F them picks for the first 5 years. Now they're like, let's develop.
Props to that, man.
Let's develop.
We like these picks.
Yeah, we like these picks actually. And
Also, Rams started 1-4. Now 4-4.
yep. This is like the opposite of the Seahawks. Like like the polar opposite. And well, it's because you
This is
believe-
actually what we think the Bengals, well, not we think, but I think this is what some people think like the Bengals can be. Started off really bad. Now they're at a 500
the
record.
Bengals are 4-5. Yeah, they're only one.
They're
back,
about they're about the same.
I believe in the Rams a lot because of Stafford. Stafford has proven he could do it, and he looks the same physically. And Puka's back. I don't know, he got thrown out today. Cup looks a little older though.
He does.
He's not the same. He looks a little older. But
luckily, he doesn't need to be the guy
because he has
anymore.
Pooks, and then they use all these running.
I like their set of receivers behind them too.
They're all like have their own little niche, like
Yep.
Tutu and
Atwell.
Robinson. And then,
Yep.
Kyron Williams is the most underrated player in the
He's
NFL.
so good. He just scores it. Book it. He's gonna score a touchdown.
Well, except today he scored one.
But book it. Dang it. Well, most likely he's gonna score a touchdown. I mean, how many touchdowns? I'm looking at stats, but I guarantee he has at least 5 or 6.
I mean,
I think he's got like 10.
It's week. I mean, it's week 9. Like the guy just gets to the end zone
yeah,
all the time. He's so good.
He's
He
got
is
10
Austin
total
Eckler
touchdowns.
all over again.
He's got
Yeah.
10 touchdowns.
yeah. He's literally He's awesome.
So I like that comparison.
And they have late corners sitting there waiting, so they have developed a nice farm system for him.
Man, he really sold us a crock of shit in the preseason.
Yeah.
That Blake Corum was gonna be.
This is how he does it. He'll ride these running backs till they're just done physically.
Yeah.
and just swap them out.
Crazy. What's next game?
It's the Sunday night game, the Colts versus the Vikings. Sam Darnold ended up with 3 touchdowns, but where are you with Sam Darnold at this point? Do you still believe him as much as you did week 1, 2, 3?
I'll say it like this: I have no fear about keeping JJ McCarthy on my dynasty team. I think he's a bridge quarterback, and I think he's a nice bridge quarterback. He's going to have them competitive. They're going to lose in the playoffs because eventually he's going to throw his way out of it. Mm-hmm. But I think he's nice. I think he's saved his career as far as
He's definitely on a squad next year.
he's going to be a sought after backup. Or honestly, if he wants to start next year, he'll get a shot.
He might be the Giants starting quarterback next
He'll
year.
get a shot for sure.
No way.
And think about where he's coming from. Sam Darnold, this guy was a joke.
Yeah.
He was worse than Baker Mayfield.
He was the quote that he was seeing ghosts,
Literally.
on the field.
And now, I mean, he's decent. 3 touchdowns today.
2 picks, but that's where you're like,
He won the game. It doesn't matter.
That's the Sam Darnold experience.
Yeah.
that's Sam Darnold. And I was out like
good.
I'm with you here. I think good story. He's having a good year. They're not winning the Super Bowl with Sam Darnold. It's a good year though because like it keeps your team alive in the playoffs.
I think there's a cool culture change here. I think the defense is really good. God, hold on to Brian Flores. He's awesome because no one's hiring that guy as their head coach.
Because he's a douche.
and he's going to stick around. He's awesome.
Yep.
Kevin O'Connell, you know what I think of him. Those weapons now getting healthy. Jordan Addison's keeping himself out of jail. I mean,
That's an accomplishment. No.
This is a great spot. This is a great spot for a young quarterback.
No, and then what happened when the Bills got Amari Cooper, everyone else started performing well. It's not a coincidence that when Hawkinson came back, Addison
looks good.
because no one's just there's more to focus on besides Addison or besides Hawkinson and then Jefferson does what he does, 7 catches, 137 yards because he's Justin Jefferson.
We literally saw it today. There's a possession there in the red zone. Jefferson on the other side, the only guy out there, and they literally double team.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be with Jefferson. And we saw on the other side Hawkinson, Addison line up, and just they're
Single.
They could not handle them, those two guys. And Addison scored. Like it's just it's beautiful to watch.
It stinks that we're already marking them off now.
Yeah.
But it's watch a game.
You know what?
And then watch the Rams play. And then who you gonna pick there?
I also have hope though that he could be Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Like I think this guy could be Baker Mayfield. What the hell are you guys doing over there?
It's just I had this
hilarious headline. Just
hilarious
popped
headline pop up.
I think he could be a Baker Mayfield type career arc here.
Yeah.
I could see him going somewhere and getting a nice little contract and being a starter for a couple years.
Going to the Giants next year. Giants, Raiders.
So I'll try to put him on the Giants.
Angel, don't put a guy on the Giants. It's not going to happen.
Honestly, you know who'd be good? The Colts. This is Shane Steichen's type of quarterback.
Yeah.
This is the Colts kind of quarterback. Just guys who
This is the guy.
Yeah.
Except, why don't you go try to find one about 15 years younger, like Sam Darnold?
They don't because they don't have the patience for that.
But don't you think, if I was the Colts, if you're the Colts, are you giving Sam Darnold a 3-year contract this offseason?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
He'll keep you relevant and afloat.
Sorry, Anthony. We just
You're gone.
Well, no, we always we like to place him on teams too, so we didn't want to see the
yeah.
kid succeed.
It's because the Colts hate Anthony Richardson.
Are you guys with that with the Vikings? They're a really good team. I don't know if this is going to hold up in the playoffs.
No. Darnold's not the guy.
Yeah. It's a good story, good team, and that defense is phenomenal.
So good. That might give him you don't want to face him in the playoffs, though. I'll tell you that.
That's what I was. Okay, bam. To answer your question, because I said this in the beginning of the year, I think the Vikings are they are a good team, right? With a good quarterback, they can be a great team. I don't think. I'm kind of back and forth on this. I think the Vikings can make a serious run if they were to go to the playoffs. And just like you said, I wouldn't want to play them in the playoffs. It's because it's not because they rely on Sam Darnold. It's because everyone is coming back right now. You got Hawkinson back. You got Jefferson back. This is a team that really can compete with. I think they can beat the Lions. I think if they were to play, probably in Detroit, that'd be a little harder. But I think this is a team. If everyone's there, Sam Darnold can lead this team.
I think they can beat anyone. I don't. What's up?
Ronaldo Addison Sr., Jordan Addison's father, weighed in on the Sam Darnold debate.
Oh, what did you say?
Even Stevie Wonder could see that Jordan Addison was open on Sam Darnold's interception.
Oh, all right, Dad. Yeah, go. Jeez.
That's so messed up.
That's messed up.
Your team won.
Why is Stevie Wonder catching strays?
Yeah.
I see why he's
You can't even see it.
Used to it.
What does he even know?
There's no Braille Twitter.
Oh, he put it on Twitter. That's what because he'll never see it
Because of his condition.
because of his condition.
Can't make fun. You can't say it was someone with an actual condition. Blindness.
No, Stevie's cool.
Let's.
Stevie, I know you're listening.
It's a friend of the show for sure.
You're not a subscriber on YouTube.
It sucks, man. Maybe he is the guy. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't write him out too fast.
Yeah, we'll
He's
see.
definitely not.
Yeah, we'll see, but put him against the Lions in the
No,
playoffs.
man, this roster's built where you could have a guy like him and you could make a Super Bowl run. I firmly believe that.
Super Bowl run.
Super Bowl run. Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones. These are guys that can take you places if you could just give them the ball when it
I think
matters
you would
most.
need a contender hurt. Let's say all those things happen, then maybe the Vikings make a run. But I think with a healthy NFC, I don't know.
Let's go to the Colts side. Let's talk about another disaster of a go. Okay, the Colts on the day. Joe Flacco, 16 for 27, 179 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. 3 sacks because he can't fucking move.
Wait, how many rushing yards?
Let's see here. He recorded -1.
Okay. I feel like AR5 could match that.
I was going to say,
I feel like AR could score 13
I think you
points.
have a
in that
guy
game.
on the bench that can do a little better.
It's
This is such a bad idea.
This is what happens. And I was on board with this, and I saw, I'm like, you know what? They should have stuck with AR because at least when you're bad with an athlete, you can make things happen.
Yeah. Justin Fields.
You make shit happen. In the red zone, your offense is completely scary. It's more scary because you have a big running back at quarterback.
You can't game plan for that.
But Joe Flacco, you game plan for.
Absolutely.
He's not going to run. One, so you can blitz him and not have no
We were
worry.
watching that game, and there's literally one where the pass rusher's coming free and right in his face. And he just stood there because he can't do anything.
He just looked like a big old tree.
Yeah, it's like, well, I'm going to get hit. All right, there it comes.
And then it was, I mean,
It's Joe Flacco.
It's Joe Flacco.
Jim Irsay. You talked yourself into a pipe dream because that's still Joe Flacco down there.
Yep. And with Flacco, I think they're the same record as the Bengals now. I'll take the Bengals 10 times out of 10.
Absolutely.
So that's where you are now. That's where you place yourself.
Bengals dropped 41 points. There will not be another game this year that the Colts drop 41 points.
With Joe Flacco for sure, unless they're playing like the Panthers.
They're wasting this team. They're wasting who's the big D lineman that had a great game today?
Buckner
is great. They're wasting JT. JT's back there just not getting carries.
Should have been a Packer.
I mean, they're just That's true. He was nearly almost a Packer.
Yeah.
They're wasting so many good guys because they just can't figure out quarterback.
Kenny Moore.
And it's not all luck. They just are making stupid decision after stupid decision.
They just aren't patient for quarterbacks. No. And that's a problem because sometimes quarterbacks don't just come in. Who's last? Like Stroud or Justin Herbert came in just ready to go.
So was like AR a failure then at like a pick because
it's a bad marriage.
It is if you give up on him after 10 games. Yeah.
Yeah. The way they picked him, they went away from it now.
Because I kind of feel like if they drafted him and we were all excited about that, and now it doesn't work, and now we're saying, oh, look, they failed. It's like, well, we all kind of fail because they're doing exactly what teams do. They don't have quarterback.
It's a little bit of both. The AR didn't play well, but you kind of knew that because he's a raw prospect. But the head coach just said, nah, I don't want even to give him. He should have as much time as Daniel Jones.
See, even that narrative went away super quick after he made a couple throws. It was like, oh, never mind. He doesn't need the experience. That's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
no, you still saw that he was still raw. It's just it was a bad pairing. Colts team that doesn't want to be patient and a quarterback that needs all the patience in the world. And it wasn't gonna be good. And for that, your reward is Joe Flacco.
It just seems like they had no idea what they were doing with him. No. Even the way they constructed the team around him.
Yeah, they're not built.
They drafted every receiver they get their hands on. They're on this high fly offense where Richardson's just in the shotgun constantly.
Yep.
Empty backfield constant. Like, he's not that guy, and they try to make him that guy. And I don't care how many receivers you get. A quarterback that can't throw is still not going to be able to throw.
You have Jonathan Taylor, and you're still throwing the ball. Like, I think his last
mismanaged,
and the Colts gonna be bad for the rest of the year. So get used to it.
God,
what an NFL.
Bad teams roll the dice on guys like Joe Flacco. Good teams roll the dice on guys like Sam Darnold.
It's crazy that you're saying that.
It's just, like, what was the upside really with Joe Flacco?
He can get you a couple starts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was really the upside there?
Not the start. Yeah, it's bad.
All right. Anything else, guys?
It was a great week of football.
Great football. Broncos will bounce back.
You want a quick update on the standings?
Yeah, give it to us.
Playoff picture?
Yep.
Okay, in the AFC, we have in 7th place the Denver Broncos at 5-4.
We're in. We're in, baby.
In 6th, Chargers at 5-3. And in 5th place, Baltimore at 6-3.
Crazy.
Leading each division, Houston at 6-3, Pittsburgh at 6-2, Buffalo at 7-2, and the Chiefs at 7-0.
That's a
ends tonight.
Right behind the Ravens. It's pretty like Chargers and Broncos.
Quite the drop off.
Yeah, it's not going to be. That might switch.
Bills.
Every week will switch off between the last picks.
Chiefs, the Bills. Chiefs, Ravens, Bills.
Yeah,
I really do see the Bengals maybe pushing for.
So the Bengals are right. So it's Denver 7th.
God, I hope they make the playoffs.
Tied for 8th, right outside the playoff picture, is the Colts and the Bengals, who you just compared and said you'd take the Bengals over the Colts.
Which have the Bengals.
So they're right there.
Yeah,
they're gonna steal that spot from Denver.
I mean, no offense, the Broncos aren't that team.
They're stealing that spot from Denver.
They can get that spot.
Yeah. And then
the Jets are right there, man.
No, stop it.
Oh shit!
Can we talk? Did they figure it out?
I wanted them to. Damn.
Who they beat?
Houston.
I forgot who I'm not saying.
Stephon Diggs-less.
They put a smackdown on a very good defense.
Yeah.
In the second, very good.
I think it's a little bit too late for them. But maybe
couple incredible catches.
So it could probably be a yes and yes then.
Couple catches of the year.
Couple lifetime catches.
That's
so true.
We did take a few of the all-time catches of all time.
But besides that,
A
we're there.
defensive
better.
breakdown or two.
And the vibes were so bad. Maybe that's all they need. Like they just need something to feel
on
good about.
prime time.
Yeah.
On Halloween night.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers the next day on Pat McAfee show?
Glowing.
He was glowing.
Yeah.
like a monkey had been taken off his back.
Yeah, I'm not counting on the
They're
Jets.
still 3-6.
They're 3-6.
What's the lowest record in the playoff picture right now?
5
The Broncos, they have 5 and
Broncos.
4.
2 games back.
So they have to jump.
They're gonna have to jump the Colts and the Bengals.
Who's in front of the
They're gonna
Broncos?
jump the Colts
in
very
front of the
easily.
Broncos? Is the Chargers and the Ravens. Neither one of those.
I
teams.
take
They're
the-
both
It's not
coming
over
up.
for the Jets.
I take the Chargers.
It's not.
It's not over for the Jets.
Chargers and Bengals will be there at the end of the year fighting for that. Jets, yeah. If they go
No,
on a
no,
run.
no, no. The
Oh,
Chargers are at 6.
Chargers 6th place, 5.
It's
going to
be the Bengals and Jets.
Let's
Bengals
be
and
honest.
Jets
The
are fighting
Bengals
for the
have
last
looked
spot.
pretty bad at times this year as well.
Yep.
So
They
the
just don't
Jets.
have the headline.
So have the Jets, though.
That's what I'm saying. They both. You can't just like, well, the Bengals are because of the Bengals. They
They're
look just
one
as
game
bad.
Do they
apart.
play at all? Have we
Ooh.
looked
Yeah.
at it? I want to see. I want to see if they play.
Well, you know what hurts the Bengals is that they happen to play in the AFC North.
That's true.
And that's a
Yeah,
tough division.
yep.
And then the Jets have an easy
the,
schedule.
The Jets are still in this.
The Jets already played the Patriots twice.
one of them.
Damn it!
They split it.
Damn.
They don't play the Jets. Damn it.
The Jets.
I'm not doing it. You guys
They're
can do
still alive.
I'm
they're
just
still
saying
alive.
they're still viable like in the
that
hunt.
If we got Flacco out there still for the rest of the season,
there's
the
a lot.
Colts are out.
I will say this much too: the Bengals' next 3 games, so you got the Ravens, you got the Chargers, and the Steelers.
Those are the next 3 games.
those are the next 3. So those
Oh
are all
my
playoff teams
God.
right there. Those are all playoff teams.
We'll find out pretty quickly, actually.
Yeah, we will.
There's no waiting.
And we'll find out about the Jets quickly. Like
Yeah.
the first half of the next game.
Yeah.
We'll
If it
know.
was just
Okay, that was a fluky because they had literally some of the all-time greatest catches.
that was a great.
Or
See,
if
this
they're-
is such the Bengals here because in the next 4 after that, you got the Cowboys, the Titans, the Browns, and the Broncos.
That's
Sorry.
4 wins right there.
But I'm
So they
saying
go
like
4 and
that's such
3.
the Bengals to be like go on a losing streak for a little bit,
Then go
catch
on a
back
winning
up with
streak,
this
yeah.
one.
So 4-3, and if they we'll just say
wait, don't the Jets have like a really hard schedule?
that no easy schedule.
Jets have an easy schedule.
Okay, who's the one with the hard schedule? Bills. I don't remember. Anyway,
No. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I'm blanking out.
oh, the Bears.
Cowboys have a hard schedule too.
We were talking about the Bears. So they're going through the NFC North and they go
Yeah.
through the 49ers.
So if the
Oh,
Bengals
yep, that's it.
do what they're doing this year and play like up and down, they lose to the bad teams, which is the next or the good teams.
So that's 3
the
weeks
next
though.
three.
So let's say they snag
3
one.
and 4 because the last 4 teams are bad teams. So they're 3 and 4.
So they're 1 and 2 after the three
Confusing me.
weeks.
He
stretch.
said it. They're 3 and 4.
he's literally saying it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
3.
I'm
If they're
sorry.
3 and 4, then they're 7 and 9.
Yeah, they need to win one of those tough games.
I think that Bronco game's a toss-up.
Week
Yeah.
17, we'll both be playing for a playoff spot.
That literally could be for the last playoff spot.
Yeah. Shoo,
Or
God.
the Jets get it.
Or the Jets get
That,
it.
yeah, that
I'm
that
not-
game could send the Jets there because the wrong team could lose.
And the Ravens being the number 5 seed is just crazy, or 6 seed because the Steelers. That's crazy. What a terrible place.
The Steelers have played one less game than them. They've got the same amount of wins.
All right, real quick before we go, what's the NFC picture like?
NFC is here we go. All right, Green Bay's in 7th, 6 and 3. Minnesota 6 and 2. Philly 6 and 2, and then leading each division is Arizona 5 and 4, Atlanta 6 and 3, Washington 7 and 2, and Detroit 7 and 1.
Arizona should not be in there.
Yeah,
no.
It's gonna be the Rams. I'll take the Rams. winning
Niners
division.
getting a little healthy.
I'll take the Niners winning the division.
At this point, it's just who do you trust the most?
Niners are snake.
The
They're
Niners
not-
or the Rams.
Niners are gonna get.
Yeah.
They're.
I'm not with the Niners.
McCaffrey's not
Kind
even
of with
walking.
Joey in that one.
Yeah, I'm going Rams here.
Did you say he's not even walking yet?
McCaffrey
Confirmed or
McCaffrey has arthritis in like his whole entire left leg.
Angel sources? Yeah, I think the Rams win the division as well. And tell you what, it's definitely not the Seahawks.
Who's the wild cards?
Wild cards are Green Bay,
Packers,
Minnesota, and Philly.
God,
I feel like it's already decided. Those are good teams.
those are
Good luck.
If
who's
Jordan,
eight or
if
who's-
Jordan Love sits,
So 8
So who-
is
who's at
8's Tampa Bay 4 and 4.
Ah, no, they're
playing
lost
tonight.
everybody.
Then Chicago 4 and 4, San Francisco 4 and 4, the Rams 4 and 4, and then Seahawks, Dallas.
So maybe the Rams come up. Maybe
The Rams would take the
Rams
first
got to
play.
overtake
Yeah.
Arizona. 2 teams from the NFC West are not making it in.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Let's also not sleep on the Eagles catching the Commanders.
you refuse to give the Commanders any.
One game apart.
If they do catch the Commanders are still in the playoff. At
Yeah.
7 and 2, it would take a
And that would-
catastrophic collapse for
and
them
that
to
would-
miss the
Give me the
playoffs.
Commander schedule.
and that would bump off.
Commanders have an easy schedule. We just
No,
did
they
it.
do. They
Yeah,
do.
we just did it.
they do.
And that just bumped. So they fell to 7, so that would bump off the Packers then. Sheesh. tough division.
No,
NFC's so much tougher
Packers
than
wouldn't be bumped off.
Wait, who's the wild card? Who's,
we
they?
are
The wild card's set. Packers, Eagles, Vikings.
And the Eagles flip the Commanders. They oh, you're right.
No,
you're
it just
right,
flips.
you're right,
Yeah. The only thing that's changing here, I think, is the NFC West
Yeah.
division leader.
Yeah, the rest of them seem pretty.
You don't
set.
think the Eagles are going to win the East?
I'm sorry, as far as a new team in the playoff picture.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I think the NFC. Yeah, I think the NFC teams are set besides the Cardinals. I think we know who the NFC teams are, unless a wild card comes out of nowhere.
Oh, I get what you're saying. So either the Cardinals or the Rams are going to make it. They're both not going to
Yes,
make it.
I'm saying like
Whoever
even
wins the
if the Eagles swap with the Commanders are still in the playoffs.
So we got 2 NFC East teams, 3 NFC North teams.
Yeah.
And then
no matter what.
And then the wild card team would be the Niners, because if they turn
What a
around-
wild card team, though.
Yeah, if they turn around, that's a very good team.
Pretty wild. God, talk about a suck first round matchup.
You play the healthy Niners with Christian McCaffrey healthy,
That
Fresh.
are peaking at the right time. Come on,
So
man.
fresh.
Jeez, like
Team that was in the Super Bowl.
like the Commanders, Niners, and like to pull like as the Commanders to pull the Niners the first week, like fuck.
Sorry, Jaden. It's going to be
That's
an
a good,
ouchie day.
That's a good team. Say one nice thing about the Commanders.
They really overachieved. They've done a good job taking advantage of a bad schedule.
And there it is.
Real quick, because we don't have time to make this a big conversation, but CJ Stroud struggling.
He's got nobody. He's got nobody to throw the ball.
And
to.
that was the point we were making.
And that line's bad. He's not turning it over though. He's just not throwing touchdowns.
But wasn't that the point we were making? That like he also needs the same kind of weapons that Brock Purdy needs.
It's true.
Purdy's throwing picks. Stroud's not throwing picks.
And we'll see at the end of the season.
Yeah,
See at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Wild. All right, that's
Just pick and choose whenever you guys want to put
What?
pull us out. When the Texans were flying, you were silent, and then now that the Texans are hurt, like it looks pretty.
At no point though did CJ Stroud overtake Brock Purdy in any of the stats. So even when they were flying, Brock Purdy was still doing his thing.
No, that's not true.
It's literally math.
Numbers. He never overtook him.
Math.
Can you look up Stroud's numbers for me real quick?
Nah, we're gonna do this.
I'm not doing it. This is a 2-hour show.
It's gonna be a separate clip, 100%.
No, I can't stay this long.
I just want to see. I'm not even gonna try to argue. I just want to see because I have Purdy's numbers right here.
Okay, CJ Stroud, 21-39, and touchdowns.
Might not a lot.
11.
11.
Oh, you know what? He did pass. He passed him up. Oh, Brock Purdy didn't play this week.
How many picks? Oh, yeah.
Brock Purdy didn't play this week. Yep.
So
How many
you can't
picks?
compare
How
them.
many picks?
4. Yeah, he's not turning the ball over.
So 3. So 3 less than Purdy.
So yeah, we
How many
can't.
touchdowns is Purdy have?
10.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. The Purdy 2 more picks.
But the argument was, hey, is Purdy and Stroud in the same class of quarterback?
You know, I think this argument needs to be set for next year when everyone's healthy.
No, I think it's already been proven this year. They're the same class of quarterbacks. We've seen them, but we've seen them both with weapons and without weapons.
I mean, they've had a comparable
Very comparable.
health. Like when everybody's healthy, San Francisco hasn't had their healthy weapons. So
Oh yeah,
they've had the same kind of path and position this year. We'll see at the end. We'll see at the end of the year.
same class of quarterback, except one of them's been to the Super Bowl. All right,
Congrats for going to Super Bowl and losing. Congrats.
Carried by all his other teammates around him.
You joined Cam
Congratulations.
Newton, Jake Delahome. You joined.
so that's not a very like commendable thing. So what is it when you haven't even done that? Because that's what
You
CJ
can't.
Stroud's done.
Let me tell you this though. Let me tell you this because I'm on your side with Brock Purdy. You can't give Brock Purdy flowers for going to the Super Bowl if you're gonna crap on LeBron James for being 4 and
I will
6.
always crap on
Then,
that.
then
that's
you
one.
can't. Then you can't.
No, but I'll
commend-
admit that's not a sensical thing. That's
Okay.
a personal issue.
Okay.
That's not something I would never defend with numbers. That's a personal issue.
Okay.
It does think though that Purdy's weapons are just deteriorating. And before, like we don't even know when we're gonna see Ayuk again.
Yeah.
Chris McCaffrey, he might retire. He's always hurt.
Jeez.
Like both his legs have something wrong with them.
And Debo's always.
And
hurt.
then Debo, and then they're the cap number, so we might not ever see this team again that we saw last year.
Kittle's always hurt. Kittle had a great game last week and wasn't sure if he was going to play.
It's just this is just how quickly your windows can open and close.
Window is closing.
God, what football's funny.
All right, that's our show for today. Thanks so much for joining us. Episode 177, recapping week number 9. Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you again on Wednesday with a brand new Angels Heavenly Top 10. Should be an interesting one. Haven't had one in 2 weeks. Excited about that. We'll see you.
Peace.
Bye.